Why don't you give us some insight from your days as a player?
I'm a happily married man now, Ken, so I hardly think those stories would be appropriate.
From your days as a
Popcorn player.
Oh.
What's going on? What up?
Call it, dog.
What it is? Welcome to the Popcorn Players. What is it? Week Season 2, Week 15. No, Episode 15, Week 17. We here.
2 weeks behind. That's right.
Yeah, at least.
3 microphones.
And
I don't know where that came from.
I don't
Ron
know
is
if y'all
here,
can
Ron
see
is
Black
here.
Hand.
Black
Yeah,
hand over
but-
there.
This nigga name change
Getting us
every
ice
week.
'cause it's hot as hell in here.
That's it? Black Hand?
It was
hot
done
as fuck. Hold up.
wrong.
You get us some ice,
It
Black
was
hand?
fact check, man.
Just get a big bucket.
Now it's Black Hand.
First hot day of the spring, almost summer. Came out of nowhere. My car told me it was 97 degrees.
It wasn't no 97 degrees out.
Oh, it's humid though. It was definitely up there.
It was humid, yeah. Cause
Everyone's sweating, as you can see from the lighting.
I ain't sweating.
There's random storms that are passing by. I got torrentially downpoured on earlier.
The whole car right here. I ain't getting no rain. I left after it stopped raining.
I got soaked
I actually had to
in canvas shoes, which
I
is
had to
the
roll
worst.
my windows up when it first started raining. So
Goddamn.
I lucked out. It was only crack, but you know.
Well, goddamn.
Yeah, man.
How's everybody's week? What happened this week?
It was my anniversary this weekend, you know. Took my lady out.
Is that Black Excellence?
That's some real shit. That can be Black Excellence right there.
Black excellence. Treat your
Black
lady
Excellence.
right.
There you go.
She was mad at me all for like Saturday, most of Saturday, all of Friday, because she thought I ain't do nothing. But the whole week before, she been talking about, I want everything. Well, she didn't say I want everything. We had planned to go out to dinner. She said she wanted to do so on Saturday because it was a nicer day out of the weekend. So I'm like, all right, I'll just plan everything for Saturday. I get cussed out on Friday, some more stuff, but it turned out to be a nice surprise for her, you know, and nice weekend for me
Hey,
after all the commotion.
all the other stuff.
But yeah, you know,
I know she reads horoscopes, so she like just expect I'm gonna throw a tantrum at you later.
I ain't well.
It's written in the stars.
There's been one time
I'm
when
gonna shout at your ass.
it's the same story every time. Like someone read my horoscope. It was like, you owe someone $5. No, it didn't say you owe someone $5. It was like, you owe someone money. And I shit you not, like, it didn't even take 10 minutes for someone to come up, yo, you owe me $5. Like, what the fuck?
Right on time.
I read that too, nigga.
Coming for his ass. Yeah.
What?
Like, I don't know if like the
I'm
person
against the
set
wall.
me up and texted someone, but we were like, yo, what the fuck?
Yeah, that was a setup.
To this day.
To this day.
To this day.
Speaking of, yo. Speaking
He
of.
knocked the
y'all
nigga out.
Did y'all catch that
What
clip?
division is
Holy
there after
shit.
heavyweight?
Super heavyweight, nigga. That needs to be a super heavyweight. 6'7", 220 is different than 6'3", 205.
Yeah.
But they gotta meet weight.
6'7", 220.
I mean, the thing with
He's-
Deontay Wilder
he's-
is every time that nigga throws,
6'7", 220 motherfucker from Birmingham, Alabama.
every time he throw a punch, he's trying to like literally take a nigga's head off.
They need to find
It's wild.
Wow.
It's wild.
It's his name. You
That's
think?
just wild.
You think they gave him a pen name for the ring
Deontay Wilder. That
in
sounds
case he
like-
kill a motherfucker?
that sounds
He
like-
came through so quick. Did you see the shit in slow motion? And y'all catching in slow motion?
I saw the
Oh
clip
my
from different
God.
angles and speeds and shit.
Holy shit. That was like,
6'7".
He cut dude right on the temple.
Did you see the spin move he did around the ref? Nigga, he could have been the NFL defensive end.
Probably reconsidering.
You gotta watch how big this.
This dude's story is crazy though. Like
Yeah, he was
his
all-
daughter
He'd be
had
a
some
liability to the
like
NFL.
medical condition, and he was like a truck driver or some shit.
What?
Like
NFL don't need that shit.
he took into boxing and then like just started knocking motherfuckers' heads off.
Wow.
Rest is written. Like
Wow.
nigga did it for his seed.
That's crazy.
So
That's crazy.
don't fuck with Deontay, man. That's all I'm saying.
You ever see the clips with the chick in the Gucci store being racist to this girl?
No.
I
You
did
haven't
not.
seen those?
No.
I've never felt so scared for a little person just working in a store in my life, bro. For real. Just this big,
Just not
6'7",
realizing who he is.
hulking motherfucker, like they think he's trying to steal.
Yeah, dude, he turned his face to jelly.
You got it in slow motion?
Oh my god.
It's nuts.
His
It's
dude on his
wild.
temple.
Look at that. Look at his ear. His earlobe goes blah
Look
blah
at him.
blah.
He just crumbles. He crumbles.
Wait, look at the jelly
He's 6'7" and he doesn't look skinny.
and contact right there.
Oof.
Yeah. And he just goes, ugh, grits his teeth.
He made a great point. He's like, yo, you are not supposed to be hitting the head this hard like this. It's like it's not supposed to happen. Ask any doctor. Like
I don't know what that is.
when this happens, holy shit. He got CTE from that.
Bro,
That hit gave him CTE.
Before you like
You're
you're
probably right.
you
You're
you
probably
had to fight niggas like that leading up to this
To
fight.
get to there.
Sparring partners and
grown
shit.
men and can't hit other grown men like that. These
I-
That's like fun.
train
I mean, I do.
all day.
I think I got CTE from watching that. That was my head hurts.
Did y'all just hear this nigga Mike flexing?
He's 6'7".
Mike.
He doesn't look skinny.
You'd have got
Will
knocked
Smith's
out
out
the
there
ring like Bernard
giving-
Hopkins if you was in there.
Nah, y'all
Like,
see
where
y'all
he
see
was
Martin.
standing.
Y'all see
shit.
Martin when he
Got
got knocked out.
Tommy Hearns beat his ass.
Straight up. Punch his ass up out the ring.
He had all
Nah,
type of willy.
In the show. That shit was hilarious.
That's my favorite
Goddamn,
episode,
goddamn.
actually. This nigga-
Yeah.
He was talking all type of big shit.
He was. He had to, yeah. He
got
knew.
his ass whipped by Tommy
He knew.
Hearns.
Tommy's big though.
Got knocked out the ring. Attached to the wall.
Martin got fucked up.
But actually,
Martin's still a show.
Yeah. Too funny. Too funny.
Yeah,
But yeah,
man.
anyways, we're gonna jump into it. What's some fuck shit? Anyone got any fuck shit to share? There's one big one we gotta talk about, but anything else? Alright, we jump straight to it. We're gonna get to the Alabama abortion law. We gotta talk about that.
That shit's crazy.
That's fuck shit of the century. Has to be.
Hmm.
Like what the fuck is that?
That and Georgia as well. Like Georgia happened like a week before. Like talking about 6 weeks being pregnant, which is when you can hear a heartbeat,
It's wild.
according to their
No.
law.
Like 6
Like-
weeks. You don't really.
And what's more outrageous is you got old white men telling all types of women what to do with their bodies.
Hold on. Speak, Mike. Hold on. I feel if I can have the opportunity, I would like to have a woman in the room when we speak about this, just because it'd be nice to have a woman perspective. So give me a second. I'm gonna see if B would be willing to come out here and speak on it a little bit, just to give us another perspective. Because 4 men in the room speaking on this, yes, while we can do some good, it'd be nice to have a woman
what
voice
else
for our
is-
listeners.
what
So
else is
hold
there
on.
to say? I agree. It's like people should have the choice. Just like, why else would you be in the United States? Come on.
It's not even just
Can't take that shit
having
away.
that choice though, bro. It's like this includes rape victims. This includes like people who don't even know that they're pregnant yet. Like, you know
Trying
what
to
I'm
think of
saying?
a
Like,
good analogy. It's like,
there is none.
I don't know.
It's like imagine if they were like, you can't nut. Only on Tuesdays you're allowed to nut.
Yeah.
And only on every third Tuesday of the month are you allowed to impregnate someone with your nut.
It's like that in some places in the not in the United States, but in the world. Right? China?
Like China, you only
You can
have
have one kid.
you can only have one kid.
Bro, do you realize that if someone gets raped, they have to keep the baby?
Yeah.
I gotta look that up.
If
and
they
see
don't
this
do it
stuff.
like, well, in Alabama, yeah, this shit's fucked.
Currently doing work, but I'll speak on it. Well, I think the stranger part to me is is finding out that a woman is the one that wrote the bill, the law, and woman is the one that signed it in. I would think that this is an issue where whether you're conservative or whether you're a Democrat, you know what I mean? Like, all that should go aside. You know what I mean?
You don't think that lobbyists and shit like made it so that it was a woman who signed that shit?
You're probably
You don't
you're
think
probably right.
she's
Probably right.
getting Geppettoed and shit?
You're probably right.
Like, this was all,
It was all a ploy.
they all
It's
running
politics.
game.
It's politics.
Exactly.
I got it. Yeah.
They did that to like try and soften the blow and divert, but
No,
ain't
we
no
still
woman
see it.
came up with that shit.
Yeah.
I
For the woman that signed it into law, God help you. Like,
piece of shit.
yeah, you belong squarely in the fuck shit segment. Squarely in it. So,
Fuck you.
Yep.
Whatever your name is.
whoever your name is, and fuck the law. Like, this is bullshit.
Fuck you.
Fuck Alabama.
I
Fuck
can agree with
Georgia.
Yeah, Alabama's full of less smart people.
There you go. There you go. Can't go there. Can't
No,
go there.
The people
It's
that are
accurate.
in charge in Alabama are just stupid.
Yeah.
You know, 'cause there's only like 26 Caucasians. Sorry about that.
They needed something exciting to talk about,
Zoom into this.
and it's highly unfortunate that this is what they consider exciting.
Hey, we're going to keep it moving, though. We're going to jump into some topics. Some black excellence. Does anyone have any black excellence they'd like to share? Actually, yes. I want to shout out to all the graduates out there, especially all the African American graduates out there.
Straight
You
up.
made it. You know what I mean? Congratulations. I know a couple personally. Grant, I don't know if you listen to the podcast or not, but shout outs to you. You graduated. There you go. Any others y'all want to shout out? Anybody else y'all know?
I'd like to
Personal?
shout out, I don't know his name, but I've been seeing the story circulating. Black man at Morehouse University. He gave the commencement speech, and he's a billionaire. And he pledged to pay all of their tuition, not their tuition. Was it their student loans, or was it their tuition?
Their loans. Their student
Which
loans.
amounts to $40 million in total. So, real big shout outs. Yeah.
Cha-ching.
Yeah.
And that, like, even then, like,
Still.
that the act of selflessness to be able to do something like that and set like a bunch of black men up to where they ain't got to pay for their college and shit like that. That's big.
396 students.
That's what's up.
Mm.
That's what's up.
Congrats to y'all.
That's insane. That's insane. Imagine being someone in that class and being able to walk out
Shit,
having
when I
no
read that
loans.
shit, I was like, damn, like, if I was 5 years younger, what,
Like,
4?
imagine the nigga that was like a fifth year. He was like, "Fuck you, bitches."
Yeah, the fifth year niggas living. The fifth year niggas is living. That's true.
They
No
lit.
loans. No
For real,
loans.
that's what's
Really?
up.
That's some real shit though. That's some real shit though. Yeah. The fifth year niggas, he's lit.
Or I
He's
forgot
lit
about
right
it and came back anyway. It's just mad ignorant.
Wow,
Fuck
of course-
y'all.
Of course this happens.
now. Popped right up as
What
soon
it
as we're
say?
talking about it.
Sick and tired of these damn things ruining
FBI listening. But
Bullshit.
who was it? AOC. You know what's her name? The
Nancy Pelosi.
no.
Oh, something Cortez. I ain't
Exactly.
even gonna, like,
I don't want to butcher the name, but you know who we talking about. She actually tweeted something very interesting. She's like, we should follow all these students for the trajectory of their life and just see the change,
the impact,
the impact that it had on them.
Facts. Not
Having
that.
no
Cortez.
debt walking out of college.
Alexandria.
Alexandria.
Asatio Cortez?
Asatio Cortez.
I don't know how to pronounce her last name.
That's what we gonna call her.
Yeah, she
Hey,
ain't
we,
bad.
she is pretty fine. She's
She
pretty
good.
fine, you know. But yeah, I think we honestly
good.
should, because those kids' lives are now going to forever be changed. Forever.
They
She's
ain't
as old
kids,
as I
man.
am.
They men now.
Well,
She's
yeah, they're
29.
grown men. They grown men now. They out there.
Got go for her.
Graduated college and shit.
Congratulations to all y'all. That's black
For real.
excellence to y'all. Congratulations
Hit
to the
me up.
man that did it. To
Got
put it
a
on
hell
the
of a
line.
tax write-off.
Straight up. paying all they debt.
$40 million charity.
Sheesh. That's
What's
insane. That's insane. All right. So, sliding on through. Y'all hear about Whitney Houston's estate? Apparently it now just opened up for business. And now they're, since it's 7 years after she passed, I think her estate actually only has one sole proprietor of it, someone who runs it. Her name is Pat Houston. It's her sister-in-law. Executor is actually what they call them. And they're actually going to be doing a couple things with her estate. A hologram tour, an album of unreleased material, possible musical, increased branding opportunities, obviously. But it's a 50-50 split between the publishing company and Pat Houston, the sister-in-law.
Damn.
I don't know about that hologram tour, though.
What do you mean?
I mean, we've been waiting to see what's gonna happen with these holograms ever since Tupac came to Coachella. So
That's
Have you
true.
ever seen a hologram?
and, like,
They've
that's
been
what
around.
There's a company that's like, this is what they made them shits for.
Have you seen one in real life? Though?
Chief
Like,
Keef.
right
I
now?
have not seen one in real life.
Fuck.
But Chief Keef did a hologram
Pretty
tour.
real.
Because I'm pretty sure he couldn't leave.
This nigga was locked up or some shit.
Or I know he
House
definitely
arrest.
did a hologram tour to go to his own city because he
Yeah.
can't really go to Chicago like that. Look it up. It was on Vice. He couldn't go to Chicago like that, but I'm pretty sure he did a hologram tour too with this company.
I mean, but yeah, you can't be Chief Keef and
We need a petition.
Like,
You can't. He can't go to Chicago
Petition.
like that.
hell
Like,
no.
it's a lot
You
of
literally
drama
gotta
out
like
there.
sneak in the city and shit like that. If all the type of music you made and like niggas know that your
The street
your
shit.
squad
The
kills.
street shit.
Yeah, that's not even.
We ain't gonna get into that, but
Yeah.
It's gonna be a nice looking hologram though. You know, I mean, like, what girl holograms are out there?
They're
I've
definitely
seen
gonna
3.
use 80s
seen
and
3.
90s Whitney.
I seen Tupac. I seen Bob Marley, and that one I saw in person.
I
at-
saw the
at
Bob Marley
MI.
in person.
You seen
I was
that?
with you.
It
Actually.
was crazy. was
Yeah,
pretty-
but I don't know if I
pretty
want to
good.
see a Whitney Houston. Like, I don't know how I feel about a Whitney Houston tour with a hologram.
Yeah, but like, on
Because who's
stage-
really going on tour?
You know how far away you are from
Who's
the stage
going
on
on
Coachella?
tour?
Like, that resolution is still pretty, like, it still feels like.
But who is going to, like,
We
that's
gonna
my
have
point.
to
Yeah.
wait
Like,
and
the
see.
musical act doesn't have to go on tour.
I don't
All they
know.
send is the company with the machine, with the projector, and some guy just hooks it up and
Yeah,
plays
man,
the
the future.
soundtrack.
That's kind of
And
sad when you
that's
say it
the
like
tour.
that, bro. Don't go
That's
all the way
tour.
there. Let's
Like, that's
give it
what
a
I mean.
chance.
Like,
It's a nostalgia thing. That's what they're gonna sell. They're gonna sell. the
I bet
nostalgia. They're gonna sell. the
Oh
one
my
lifetime
God.
experience.
You ain't gonna get like no
I bet
more.
there'll be other people that sing like covers of hers. You know, I bet.
But no one's gonna sing it like
no
Whitney.
way.
And the third one I saw was
all they
like
doing is playing
B.I.G.
the record.
somewhere. I saw that on YouTube. That's up there. But yeah.
That's exactly what I mean.
But
They're just playing the record.
like on the way
But you in a
here,
concert.
I listened to.
That's the
guess.
point.
I will always
So I can go
love
to
you.
the
I
club,
listened to that song
Listen
all
to
the
a
way
Whitney
through.
Houston set. And we get the
Like
same
I
feeling.
haven't
without
heard it
seeing
all the
her.
way
But you
through in
can't.
forever.
You don't see her.
You don't.
But
So
she
many
got
difference.
hits.
She has a lot of hits.
Come on.
She has a lot of hits.
I mean, I
Catalog.
wonder, man. I mean, it is kind of like literally sing a ghost saying, "I want to dance with somebody,"
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
kind of like sad when you say it like that.
I ain't saying I'm gonna go to no.
You wouldn't go like
I'm definitely not going,
like,
but I'm just saying it's kind of
high.
weird.
You wouldn't go like super high and be like, "This is fucking crazy."
Nah.
Nah.
If there was like a
Yeah, I wonder.
NWA shit where they had Easy Eater, that would be fucking dope. I'd go to that.
Okay, Michael Jackson, he had a hologram, and they can add other effects, which is kind of cool.
This
Like,
nigga do
The
immediate
hologram
outfit.
Like,
is
the
an
whole
effect.
stage is
the
a hologram.
hologram
This
is
nigga
an
do an
effect.
outfit
Of course
change
they
you know
can
what I
add-
mean, though?
while
Like, they
he's
can make
singing.
them fly, literally. Like, they could do anything you would do in a movie. Like, they could have. They could
But
do
then I can just watch
transformations.
a movie. That's like,
I don't know.
then it's turning it into different things. Then that would become something weird.
I don't know. Yeah, it is already pretty. fucking
It's already weird that they're just plugging in a
And
projector
I wish
and
you
fucking
were
running a script and like a playlist.
and happiness.
Just saying. That's weird. Whatever. I won't be there, but like, shouts out to her. Hopefully they can not,
It's
I
crazy.
hope they keep the
I'm just
integrity.
gonna
That's all.
drum up some. Yeah, they ain't. Her sister ain't gonna do her wrong.
It's a sister-in-law. You're right. I don't think she is, but like, who knows? They were selling tickets to walk through Prince's house and to his estate. That's all I'm saying.
Paisley Park
Who
is
knows?
fucking.
I get it.
What else is
but-
there to do in Minnesota? Camp Snoopy.
But if you know that Prince wouldn't have wanted people walking through his house like that.
It's a museum now. Nigga. Like he bought the goddamn
Goes to
house
Prince's,
from
like,
fucking Purple Rain.
I get what you're saying, but
And left
if
it
you're
as a
supposed to honor the dead, he don't want nobody walking through his house.
It ain't his
Point.
house no more.
That is the least scary ghost, though, is Prince. Get
I
out
don't know
of my
about all
house.
that.
Prince will
will
fuck
pimp
you
smack
up,
I
for
don't know
real.
about all that. Don't get Prince twisted.
Prince is a genius.
Prince is a G.
He knew that the music companies were just robbing niggas.
Prince also was dunking on fucking what's his name?
Charlie Murphy.
Charlie Murphy and
R.I.P..
shit. That was real. That's a real story. That
Blouses.
Dave Chappelle skit. That's a real
It's
story.
Hollywood true stories, nigga.
It's a
I
real
can see it.
story.
This nigga dunked on Charlie.
I
He
can
ain't
see it.
He
dunk
ain't
on
dunk
him. That
on
nigga's
him,
like
but-
5'2",
But the nigga was balling on him. They played a game. His
Real
team,
legend is that
Prince's
Prince
team
ball.
and
You're
versus
not
Charlie
gonna go and
Murphy's
see
team,
this
and they
hologram?
won. Prince's team won.
Get the hell out of
I
here.
thought she had like tattoos. No, but Prince bald.
Prince ball.
Prince.
I look at it thinking,
No, Mike, I don't. I can see the picture. No, I don't want to see the hologram of that. I can see the picture.
I thought she was hologram with tattoos all over and shit. What
You
the
want to see the
fuck?
hologram?
Nah, I can't do the hologram. I can't. But yeah, Prince is balling. Better recognize. Shit.
Yeah, it's gotta be something else besides a hologram to get me out to see that show, like an opener. But even still, like, who the
That's what
fuck?
I'm saying. You gotta have like some live acts around there to perform with the shit.
You
like,
do have to.
They had Dr. Dre with Tupac.
I opened up for Whitney Houston's hologram. Like, who's gonna put that on the resume?
No one.
No, you just
I
put
wonder.
Whitney Houston. You
Someone's gonna do it. We'll keep you,
don't, you say I
We'll keep you
opened up
tuned
on a
in,
Whitney Houston tour.
audience. Who knows?
You
Could.
leave it at that.
You could. You could.
Mhm.
Hey, you gotta boost your resume how you can.
Speaking of like music and tours and shit, I wonder what y'all heard that like that Beyonce special. There's gonna be like 3 parts to it, right? She has
Mhm.
it's like 3 different concerts. I wonder what the other 2 are gonna be.
Besides Homecoming, it's
Probably-
yeah. There's gonna be 2
I'm
more.
gonna say there's gonna
Beyonce,
be
Far
like a
From
big
Home.
one from like On the Run tour, probably.
You think
Maybe
they're gonna
when
put
they
that
went
footage?
to Detroit.
Ooh. Well,
'Cause
chronologically
after
that,
that,
works.
like that's
I
when
think.
like after Aretha Franklin had passed and stuff like that. Not Aretha.
Yeah, when they
Was it
did
Aretha
"This Is
Franklin?
Love."
Yeah.
It is Aretha
Yeah.
Franklin.
Remember
yes.
they came out of nowhere and
Cool
did
Soul.
"This Is Love" on that half of their. Does that right?
No, like they did
Like,
a
they
big
made it-
tribute to her in Detroit as well because that was her home city. I
Yeah.
ain't watched like. That's the only
No,
thing
but
I
when
know. I
when,
ain't-
when did "This Is Love" drop? Or "Everything Is Love"? Sorry. You talking about?
2018.
Remember? Then that come out in the middle of their tour, right?
I think
In
it
the middle of their
started
On the
their
Run
tour.
thing, just out of nowhere, and then the second half was that. People were like, "What the fuck?" They dropped the whole album together, and they're in the Louvre, and
I
But
think
they've
you might
been
be right.
recording that
Yeah,
album
yeah.
since
Ape shit.
before 444 and Lemonade.
I forget.
There's a
too.
Jay-Z interview where it's the New York Times, was it, or something like that?
I
where he
wanna
explains
say-
that.
Yeah.
You guys being like, they dropped out of nowhere. No one was expecting. They're already on tour. So
Especially
fact
in the
check.
music industry, there's no such thing as people dropping shit out of nowhere. That's a fact.
What do you mean? I need you to
what
explain
you
that
just
For
one.
the
what you just played
consumer,
right now, I didn't know
yeah.
that was coming.
But
You never know
For
when
the- for the
currency's going to drop
consumer-
something.
For the consumer,
there's no
sure.
such thing as dropping something out of nowhere.
For us, yes, but if you're in the music industry, I'm sure you know somewhat. Actually, I don't know if I believe that. I think there's some artists you know about. I think if Beyonce wanted to keep wrapped up that she's dropping an album, she will keep it wrapped up. I think there's certain tiers of artists that can just. I think, like, I don't think Kanye could keep it together, and that's on him. I think he couldn't keep under wraps that he's making an album. or
Well,
dropping
one, he
some
doesn't
album.
want to.
Yeah. So I think,
He's
but
always gonna drum up interest.
I don't think he can because he goes through like a fucking manic thing every time he puts out an album. He gets kind of crazy every time he puts out an
puts
album
out like 8 different versions of songs and shit.
and just like does random crazy shit and goes kind of wild.
Fucking Kanye.
True, but yeah, I do think there are some artists that can like keep it under wraps. Not everybody though, not everybody. But yeah, why'd you bring up that album?
Because it's still one of my because it's still my favorite album of 2018. Actually, This Is Love has some real staying power. I love the message, obviously, and the production on it is just grade A.
True.
greater.
I can also see that part of the tour being
Like
one of the
that
specials.
beat
on
out
Netflix.
Astroworld for me.
Really?
It just did. It's just a better project. I'm sorry, it's Beyonce, bitch,
All right, it was Jay-Z too. Relax.
and Tim.
Thank you.
It dropped June 16th, 2018. So let me look at when they were on tour.
On the run too.
Mm.
Good job.
Yeah, it would have been right in the middle.
You know what I actually hope makes it? I hope it's not just a Beyonce deal, and I hope that like they can put Jay-Z's B-sides.
They
B-side
did.
concert he did.
They did two
That would
really
be a
big
sick
shows
one.
at the
Why not?
beginning of
That'd
On
be
the Run,
tough.
It just ain't gonna happen.
and then they
They don't
dropped
have it on. They see what makes me think that
Yeah.
it's a possibility is the fact that they don't already have it on title.
These images.
That's
are
a good sign
crazy.
to me. Maybe that's me.
But you the one talking about before this even happened. Why isn't Homecoming on title?
Because people, I was proven. I read our comments. I don't know if you read our comments. They were explaining to us in our comments that this was a deal for the bag. So yes, they could have put it on title, but
Bruh,
they
I
got a
said
bigger
that
bag.
without
Well, I
saying-
don't listen to you. I listen to
I know.
I listen to our.
You ain't gotta listen to
Listen to
me.
them. I
But
listen
no,
to- I
you
listen to
wrong
people
when I tell you.
contacting
Cut, cut,
us.
cut, cut, cut.
Nigga
Listen to
told you
people contacting
Netflix is
us,
a bigger
not you.
platform.
It's not the fact that it's a bigger platform. Not only.
Therefore, they've got more money to burn, especially on someone like Beyonce.
Well, yeah, they're not dropping as big of a bag on Beyonce as title would, or I don't even know if it works like that. I don't know how that infrastructure works if she even would get paid from title like that for putting it on there.
Well, I am
You know what
going to
I'm
give a
saying?
shout out. There is a choreographer for Beyonce that worked on her for Homecoming. His name is Chris Grant. I guess he has a movie out or something. It's called Wristwatch. You can look him up on Instagram. He's an he's an MTV VMA award winner. Shout out to you. And then his buddy is also one of Beyonce's choreographers, a two-time MTV VMA winner.
Do you know him?
No, I did my research.
Oh, okay.
I read the credits at the end of
That's what's up.
On the Run.
Hey, I also want to
Excuse
shout
me,
out
the
my
other one.
boy
Homecoming.
Mo Muhammad. You know what I mean? I want to shout him out because he was actually a stylist behind the scenes for Beyonce when she was doing Coachella. Shout outs to you. That was dope. And he's just, general styles
He was
killing
cool
it in the
peoples
game
too, yeah.
everywhere. Now, he was doing shit for the Met Gala. He was doing shit for every major event he's always styling someone for. So shout out to you, Mo. Big ups.
That's what's up, bro.
Seriously. But speaking of Beyonce, I actually read something about her and Uber. Y'all heard that? Y'all remember when Uber went? Y'all remember?
She's an Uber
They
version.
they just went public like a week ago.
So
Yeah,
she's
they're
one of the big
striking all over the
investors.
city.
Well, she's
strikes.
not only yes, but no. What I mean by that is she did a performance for their office one day, and instead of getting paid in money, she got paid in what was it? Let me read it. Let me get this right. It was in 2015, and she took $6 million in Uber stock in 2015. Since they just instead of money, she took $6 million in Uber stock in 2015. That money is now worth $300 million since they went public.
Jesus.
God damn.
And why I said not really an investor, because she just did a performance. She didn't put money into the company. You know what I mean? She did what she usually
did, though.
do. She did, but she didn't.
That brought motherfucking morale up.
True.
Niggas came
Ivy
up with new
Tenfold. It's ready to work.
Niggas invented Uber Pool that day.
Straight
It's
up.
like, yo.
Straight up. All right. This
I
how
got
we
an
gonna get 'em.
idea.
I got a great idea. All
That
right.
fucking
I'm gonna write
concert
the code
inspired me.
yesterday. Write the code yesterday.
But now,
Let's
who do
go
you all
live
think
this
has
week.
the biggest streaming payouts?
Napster.
Cheating ass nigga. You fucking
I just
up.
know that. I just know that. Napster has the biggest
I was like,
payout.
it's definitely
That's
not
also why they
LimeWire.
failed as a company, because they paid out so much.
Yep.
They can't
The
sustain.
shit was meant
After
to
the
fail
fact,
though.
too. Like in court.
It was. It
Yeah,
was.
like,
They're like, do we have
didn't-
to?
he didn't
Bunch
give
of
a fuck.
pirates.
Nah, but finish reading the rest of them, because I just know that one. They might have updated and changed.
His title is number 2. So Napster's first with 0.019 cents per
That's
stream.
nuts.
That's crazy.
Title is number 2 with .0125. Apple third
So-
with .0073.
We're so
Google
behind on our businesses.
.0067.
This is how much they're paying artists per stream.
What the fuck is Deezer
How the
It's
fuck do you
fifth.
get away with that?
with .0064? It's a billion. Like some songs get a billion streams.
Because they're making, but they're also making the rules. That's why they can get away with it. It's their streaming
Well,
services.
Spotify
Soon we'll all be employed by Disney.
.0043.
Literally all of us.
Or
Yeah.
YouTube pays. Wait,
And they'll be
Yeah,
paying us a
YouTube.
penny
YouTube pays the least.
a week.
That doesn't surprise me because they're the smallest company out of all of them.
Heard it here first.
Smallest like music sector out of all of them.
No, they're not. That's where everyone goes to fucking play music. You shitting me?
Like in terms of yes, that's where a lot of people go to play music, but in terms of their development, like their how much they focus on music as a company.
So put it like this.
Because they're doing it the same amount that they're giving to the YouTube people, the YouTube stars. That's what I mean. They don't care. They don't split up. They're not like, okay, our music gets this and then our YouTube because they
Bruh.
all get the same. It's
You
all
need
streamed.
1.5 billion streams to make $1 million on YouTube, as opposed to just 53 million on Napster.
That's nuts.
Hmm.
That's crazy numbers. It's a crazy scale size of the spectrum.
1.5 billion.
But Wiz is
One and
compared
a
to
half
53
billion
million.
compared to 53 million for the same
Top and
amount
bottom
of money,
rates.
different services. That's insane. That just shows you that they're fucking you. The artists, and then
Y'all need to
let's
listen
keep
to
it,
Russ.
Let's keep it a buck.
Yep,
Well,
yep.
let's keep it a buck, and that's not even like let's listen to Russ.
No,
that's what the services are paying.
I'm talking
you.
about his interviews.
Well, yes,
He tells motherfuckers like, you all are getting fucked. Like,
but that's
and
by
shows
the
them
label.
how to leverage.
That's by the label. That's
Yeah.
that's another layer. This is just the streaming services. The streaming services pay the labels. The labels then take the money, the little bit of money that they get from the streaming services, and they're
then
keeping most
distribute
of it.
Yeah,
So
Wiz is
you're
4
getting
billion
fucked
now.
because you're getting the least amount of everybody.
Song's 4 years old.
That's the insane
How to
part.
distribute. And you have to get the producer his, and then the engineer his.
So I give Russ
Fucking
credit
dude with
for
the
being
artwork.
somebody who produces, engineers, does everything,
Takes
raps,
everything
does-
home.
and does it all himself. I fuck with that, but got
I
a
fucks
fucked
with
up
his
delivery.
movement.
Got a fucked up delivery though. I will say that.
He got a few aight songs. I don't really like.
Oh, I'm not even talking about his music. I'm just saying how he likes to give us all the facts and how he comes off and how he got a fucked up delivery.
alright, well, yeah, all right.
That's
I
all.
can see
That's
that.
my
He
only problem.
He
with
seems
him.
abrasive, but
Yeah.
his whole shit is like, oh, I'm the motherfucker that
Fuck.
no one listens to. Blah blah blah.
Fuck y'all. I did it on my own.
Pretty much, yeah. So
That's how I see him.
let's see where it comes from.
Role model.
I get it. I get it.
So I
But
live my life.
hey, fuck it. If
Someone
you
got
can, I mean, get all your monies, get all your coins. Go get a TuneCore account. Pay them $5 to get your album on every streaming service. Go ahead, do it. It's worth it. Pay them $3 a year. Cool. You get enough streams, you got your buzz up. You'll get all that back easy.
And that was the only thing. Like, you really got to be able to like market yourself. That's the only catch to that shit.
The only catch. And
Gotta
I
get you a
honestly,
buzz.
and if I can be honest, I think to market yourself, you need a team. It can't just be you by yourself, like holding the camera all the time. You gotta need a team of people to not like. You have to keep up with it yourself, but you're gonna need other people to not only come up with ideas, but to helping you create content to keep the buzz going. Because on certain servers, it depends on whatever platform you want, but you do have to keep up. You have to post every day, and to be really popping probably 3-4 times a day on some services, depending on what they are.
Yeah, it's why a lot of rappers are, I mean, in the long scale of the game, they're still trying to figure out a way out of the game. Like, even Wiz is like, he's like, I'm not going to rap. I saw this a while back, but he was like, I'm not even going to rap anymore. Like, I'm going to be so fucking rich. Like, I'll come and see you guys every once in a while. Like, it was on The Breakfast Club. So he was talking to, like, Charlamagne and them. He was like, you guys are cool. I'll come see y'all. But I'm about to be so fucking rich. Y'all don't even know. Because he's got his name on weed and doing Oreo commercials. And he's got other lanes. He's selling fashion. And he's just doing tours. And
Nigga
well,
Wiz
that's
toured
the-
for
No, he's trying to figure out a
20
way
years at
out.
time.
Well, that's
More or
that's
less.
honestly what people. That's what everyone is using, or what everyone seems to be using hip hop and music for now.
It's a
is they're getting
springboard
in-
into other avenues.
Yeah.
Exactly. So you can get in.
It used to
and
just be
do something
rappers
else.
turning movie stars and shit.
But now you
Dime
can
bag.
become entrepreneurs.
Each
You
song a
can
dime
become,
bag.
you know, of your own brand
Give
and
me
sponsor
20.
things. You know
That's
what I mean?
all I ever knew how to do in college.
It's
Like,
been
just give me
like
20.
who
However
really
much that
did
is.
that
Give me
shit like for
$20
real
worth.
was Master P.
Master P
He's
was
the
the
one who
first.
like really put one
Parents
on.
like, why are you taking out $20?
And they're doing everything.
Because I like
So-
Doritos. That's why. They're $20. The fuck?
The fuck are you talking about?
What?
I have no idea. I just hear him talking, but I don't know exactly what he's like.
You said $20 Doritos.
Talking to Black Hand.
He's talking to Black Hand, all right? He's talking about weed.
You guys do
What's
your
new?
thing.
What's new?
I'll do mine.
What's new? I can't wait
Okay,
till he
Black Hand.
thinks like
Calm
more
down.
of him is cut out and there's like half of his face. Like
What a hand ain't
You
there
do
at
it.
all.
just totally out of
You
it.
censor it.
Fucking.
Where's the
anyways.
guy's Black Hand?
What,
Hot
what
as
albums
balls in
y'all
there
listen
still.
to this weekend though?
Yeah, there are mad albums
Hot
that
as
came
balls.
out. Mad albums that came out. What'd you listen to, Mike? Did you listen to any new ones?
Okay, so I'm gearing up to get into Boston Calling. I'm going to Boston Calling. I'm going to see my first Travis Scott showing Sunday.
He's
So
not
I've been
gonna
listening to a
answer the
lot of
question.
EDM. Y'all are gonna hate me. You guys are gonna hate me, but I think that I found my single favorite song of the year already. If you can outproduce this artist, like I don't know if I could show you a clip of it, but like I've already found my favorite song of 2019. I don't know how this motherfucker did it, but he figured out a way to, for lack of better terms, to help out my audience. You might not know all the production terminology. He found a way to make to phase in this amazing sound effect that makes the bass jitter like it's like an 8-bit sound effect, and it's like synced up to the bass. You have to hear the drop. The first half of the song is like a lullaby, like a really beautifully sung song. I'm almost done. And then the second half is just like a fuck you, crazy Skrillex song. It's like I'm that confident in saying that, like, when you hear it loud, like if you're at a festival, it's crazy. So I've just been binging on, like, ever since that, I've been going like, is there anything else that even compares to this? This is crazy, dude. Like, I've been trying to find.
Okay, so who's the artist and what's the song?
Okay, shout out
That's
to
what I've been
Grant, Grant, Grant and McCall, MCCALL, and the song's called Wishes. And I was introduced through Monster Cat, which I put you guys onto a little bit, like a little while back, and it's just crazy. It's kind of a long song. It's like 4 minutes, but it's cut up into 2 parts, and when the second part drops, it's just crazy. So I don't know how you did it, but you took my playlist to, like, it's gone to the top of my repeat. Like, I've repeated this song like 100 and something times, bro. It's crazy. So, why are you laughing,
We
Black
got them
Hand?
songs like that,
It
but
happens.
what albums you listen to?
I know.
Well, I tried to give everything a
Save
good,
it.
everything pretty big that came out in hip hop a solid listen. So I listened to Igor, I listened to Fever, I listened to Father
Good.
of Assad.
I did listen to those two.
I listened to Gran Turismo, Currency, and Static Selector. That was actually what I opened with. That was Clear Part 2.
Yep.
It was the first song that I just opened with. Off Gran Turismo. Get that, listen to that, check that out. What else did I listen to? Let me see.
Confessions
of
of
other
a
shit.
Dangerous Mind yet?
No, I
God
did
damn
not
it.
listen to that yet. And yeah, I've just kind of been trying to ride to those, even though those just all came out Friday, and we're sitting here recording this on Monday.
Yeah.
Before that, I've been into my regular playlist shit, but those albums, solid. I can go through them. My favorite, I think, out of all of them would probably be Igor.
I wouldn't even
I like the
classify it
single.
as hip hop. That was like some R&B pop type shit.
That's
He
fair.
was singing the whole time.
He was singing the
I
whole
did
time.
not expect that at all.
Igor, when Tyler the Creator, he's actually, I think we're going to revere him as one of the
He's
most
really good.
eclectic artists of like the young generation. Like this,
Yeah.
he's at that. He's like around the Kanye era, kind of. Not
This
really.
nigga's
Please come
just
on the show.
mad stupid,
Please come
though,
on the show,
nigga.
Tyler.
I put on the album, and then like I look at the motherfucking picture, and I'm at work,
Yeah.
and I just start fucking dying. Like, I'm like, yo, what?
The cover is the
Why this nigga got on blackface and a blonde wig? He just do dumb shit.
Tyler's he's hilarious. I will say he's hilarious.
Homosexual?
I don't know.
He said he was
right?
bi, I thought, in
I feel like
the
he was
last
just like, yo,
in the last album he came out.
He came out in every album.
Who wants to know?
He actually
Black
listened. He
Hand?
came out in
He
every
say
album.
He has a
He has
Who
like
wants
a
to know?
bar in every album about like coming out.
He goes, yo, Earl, they're smoking a blunt. Yo, Earl, I'm gonna make the whole world believe I'm gay.
Okay, Black Hand.
And then Earl's like, no, you won't. He's like, think I won't, dude? Yo, Taco, dude. I'm gonna make everyone think I'm gay. He's like, fuck you, Tyler. And then what's the other nigga's name?
Haji.
Jasper.
Jasper.
Got mad excited. Said Jasper.
Yo, Jasper.
It's a creepy Tyler impression.
Jasper. I'm gonna make the
Nigga.
whole world think I'm gay. He's like, do that shit, dog. Tyler, do that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Maybe.
Yo, this nigga's not gay.
Him and
knows?
Jane Smith.
I actually wouldn't put it past him.
Jaden
I
Smith-
believe
They were
it.
doing that at what? No, at his thing, Flog
Did you
Knock.
see the shit?
He was like, "I love you, Jaden. You my boyfriend." And then Jaden's like, "That
He was
nigga my
with
boyfriend. I
A$AP
love that
Rocky.
nigga."
This nigga was like, he shake that ass.
That nigga's moonwalk so
That's
sexy,
true.
dog.
What I will say,
Fuck.
what I will
A$AP
say,
was like, I do not
when
do
that nigga moonwalk, he's saying crazy shit like that. At
I'm
Flog
waiting for that
Knock.
project. I can't lie.
We
The
gotta get the
A$AP
Flog Knock.
Rocky
Tyler, get
and
on the show.
A$AP
Popcorn
Rocky
Players.
and Tyler, the creator project. I'm actually waiting for.
Do you know how up the LGBTQ, like they would
Who
be
knows?
even more up than they already are.
They're already
They have all types
super
of people
up.
in there, man. They got like fucking.
They would be unreachably up, nigga. You know what I mean?
Nah.
I have such a love-hate for Tyler. Like I
Why?
do think
I
he's
refuse to
important,
believe that.
but he's like a catfish to me. Like he makes everything else interesting. He's different.
Out on some, I am gay, like I'm gay. Like
Nah, I can't see that.
if he did, do you know how up he
Probably bi. At the most.
I can see why.
I see bi. I don't think he's gay.
I don't really
I
care.
think he's just fucking around, having fun with it, and he's
I
rich
fuck-
as hell. So who the fuck really cares?
Exactly, that's what I think is going on. I would do that shit.
He's
for a
flying
little bit.
Teslas.
You know what I mean?
Would you?
For a little, definitely, probably. You know, me and my friends already like joke around. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Okay, Black Hand.
I can't explain it. You guys know what I mean, though.
I know what you're talking.
Is this the
about.
weed Black Hand?
I know what you're talking about. This nigga said.
You know what he's talking about?
I know what he's talking about.
Yeah, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about.
It's just how casually you said it, man.
I'm closest to him on the couch.
Yeah, if I was rich, I'd be gay for a little while.
It was how casual.
That's
it
what
came
that
out.
sounded
Is it
like.
hot over here? Is just
Imagine if this dude was just like, imagine if they were just like, yo, I bet you $2 million, but for the next 10 years, you won't think the world. Like,
why are you holding my mic stand like that, dog? What are you doing, bro? Back up, nigga. You don't see his face. That's the best part. You see the hand, but you don't see the face. Give me somebody's black hand. God damn it. All right, so what else do you think of this
shit.
cover?
Why are
You
you
like the
holding
pink?
my mics like that? Holy
with you,
shit! Oh my god!
I love you, black hand.
Jesus.
Anyways, back to Igor the album.
The fuck is happening?
Direct descendant. He's a direct productional descendant of
There
Pharrell.
should be a time code
I
for this
think-
on YouTube.
I did get those vibes, and I did read in an article that that's what he was
Fix
aiming
my
for.
mic stand?
Like, no, not even the article. The shit on what's it called? The little description on Apple Music.
Yeah.
I read that. It said like he's always said that's been his biggest influence in
For a fact.
music and shit. So like, you could definitely hear like some of those NERD vibes,
The
like
bounce.
the punkish shit.
Some of the bounce in it on some of those songs sounds just like
I
some
tell him to
old
eat a
classic
dick faster than
NERD.
Mexicans sprint over borders. I give a fuck like I'm racking like 50 Cent. Yeah, that's a hard verse from Tyler.
Tyler
You know-
has
you
actually
know
a
that
lot of
drop.
hard verses.
I'm not even.
In my big pants. Got a minivan in my pants. 8K in my pants. With some nice pants. Bow, bow. In my nice pants.
He says it
That
like
was
that.
probably just him trying to free. Was that a freestyle of his?
That's yeah, literally. This is
I'm
Yeah.
gonna
Yeah, pull
be
it
a
up.
side cart nigga and say my favorite Odd Future verse of all time was Earl Sweatshirt. Earl,
Yeah, me too.
that shit was fucking hard. His
Earl,
flow on that shit killed it.
Yeah, he even has a Wayne
Bars.
endorsement. Even Wayne's like he's one of the best lyricists out right now. Like you can look that up.
Sending him to school.
do y'all listen to Earl's music now?
I listened to his latest album,
Some rap songs.
some rap songs. Yeah,
That was dope. It was dope. I dug it. Crazy. I'm pretty sure nope. I
it
don't
seems
wanna
like he's
say
just
he
taking a
produced
whole little step back. But yeah, it did sound like some motherfucking shit you record on an 8-track back in like 1990 or some shit.
it. It sounded some
Like,
throwback
mad
shit.
distorted.
Nigga was on his way to Gopeville. His mom was like, nope, you're going to fucking boarding school.
You a hot and bothered astronaut, nigga. What?
I'm a high and bothered astronaut crashing while jacking off the buffalo bridge. and
Asher Roth eating applesauce. Sent
Oh.
the earth to poke Catholics in the ass
It's
with
such-
sauce
I-
and
like-
knock blunt ashes into the caskets and laugh it off.
Any one of those niggas that you'd be kind of scared around though, like he's like
No.
a jackass. Like when I think about me and Johnny Knoxville or Steve-O, there's like an air to like really like if I was like if I see them out in public, like there's some weird. I'm gonna be like, where's the camera? Like at what point is this motherfucker gonna roll me down a hill and like throw me into cement or like break my tooth or something? Like something crazy is gonna happen around this motherfucker.
When they first
He's
came
got
out,
that-
I thought they were like the crazy type of crew that would like just beat a nigga's ass or some shit.
I love your art, but
But they just
like,
fuck with people.
I don't know if I could be friends with you. So come and interview. Like, let's interview you on the Popcorn Players.
Nah,
and
they're
let's see
cool
if
as
we could
fuck.
be friends.
Fuck that. They're cool as hell. I think they're all cool as hell.
Earl Sweatshirt.
Pull up. Oh, you're back on Jackass.
I don't know.
Back on
Steve-O
Jackass. They're all old
seems
as
cool
fuck
now too, actually.
They're old
But
as
yeah,
That-
fuck now.
Knoxville and actually Bam, yeah, those
And
two
after
guys.
that Ryan Dunn thing, like they ain't been
They
the same.
ain't, yeah, it's-
Same
it's-
birthday.
Did he die?
This happens all the time on the
Is
podcast.
he
I'm always
what?
like, we had the same birthday. Kodak Black, same birthday.
No. Car crash.
Ryan Dunn, same
Porsche,
birthday.
same birthday as Ryan Dunn.
Who died?
Me, Gemini's. Yeah, that was my claim to fame for a while. People were like Ryan Dunn. I was like, yeah, motherfucker, Ryan fucking Dunn.
Who?
You should know that name.
Guess.
Obama.
What the fuck? How did you know that, you weird fuck?
Yeah, Black Hand.
He was one of the two people I was gonna say.
We're here. He knows.
You know that.
He knows what you're talking about.
Is that just a wavelength thing you just had going on?
Something like
Did
that.
we just
I guess.
become best friends?
He was the most unexpected, like, I
Snigger.
guess.
In my mind, you
This nigga didn't even waste no time saying it.
What's your
Obama.
favorite dinosaur?
It-
Velociraptor.
What? Oh, it was Obama and Robert De Niro.
I was not gonna guess that second one. I'll be
Yeah,
honest.
ain't no one gonna get that.
I had Obama's fucking mugshot in my fucking head, and this fucker just says his name.
That's tight.
That's dope.
What type of weird shit is going on?
We
I
should try
got
that
3
again.
I know
celebrity
it's hot as
birthdays
hell.
that I know of.
Who's my celebrity crush?
No. Cause after that last comment,
Sylvester Stallone.
It's Ashanti. Okay.
after that last comment, you just widened your pool a little bit.
Arnold Schwarzenegger. What?
That was when I was a kid, dude. I gotta think
Best
who's
friends.
my celebrity crush now.
J Lo.
Oh my god, you're such a fucking.
I mean, come on. Till this
That's
day, have
true,
you
it's
seen
true,
J Lo,
it's
bro?
true.
Such a thought.
But that's
J-Lo.
thought answer.
I already forget your pick.
J-Lo.
I
Who
had
did you
J-Lo on
say?
my wall when I was 12 and
Yeah,
past
really?
that.
J-Lo's a
All right.
bad one.
J-Lo on his wall.
All right, so
It was the one with the pink shorts. with a
J-Lo
back to
look
you.
better than half the. She
All right.
50 years old.
wait. What was yours?
And you
My
know that
favorite
nigga.
when I was a
No,
kid,
he
it
ain't
was
beating.
Ashanti.
No, he ain't
Okay,
beating
I'm
up
a.
right.
My
Actually,
new one is gonna have to go. My new one's gonna have to be as fucking.
Ashanti or J Lo?
We're gonna give you the 25 to 40 age range.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I mean, definitely, probably like. Fuck.
I'm gonna judge you
So
for this.
many. Don't judge me on this, but this
Blackhand, you should be on screen. This is a YouTube exclusive.
This is how I feel. Ariana Grande.
Oh god.
Right now,
Hard. Got
my
judged
Scarlett
hard.
Johansson.
Terrible.
Oh my god, I could have thought of something so much better. You're Scarlett Johansson.
I don't know. I was scrolling on Twitter and
that's
I was
bad.
like,
Jennifer
yes.
Lawrence. Oh my god, I love.
Bad. All right, go ahead.
I've seen her in a
You
minute.
go, nigga.
But I see.
We going this
Bad.
way.
Mystique.
Jennifer Lawrence is not a bad celebrity crush.
Celebrity
I mean, I
crush.
can have any celebrity crush though. I mean, it'd probably be like, fuck, dude.
Like you'd be starstruck. Like you see them.
Oh.
What
yeah,
about-
Jennifer Lawrence? Dude. I fucking love Jennifer. Or the chick
Okay.
that plays Black Widow.
All right, that's what I said.
That's who you
That's
said?
ScarJo.
Oh yeah, Scarlett. Oh my god. I love
God
her.
damn.
Why do I keep going to these Caucasian ones?
That's what I'm trying to figure out.
I was gonna say Zoe Saldana.
That Whitney Houston hologram.
Bad.
Is a huge one.
Sleeper.
bad.
Yeah.
Oh hell yeah.
If I seen her in person, I'd be nervous.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Women don't usually make me nervous. I'm black-handed.
Yeah, she's cool. She's like. What about Zoe Kravitz?
That's wifey. Stop it.
Zoe
That's
bit.
wifey.
Oh my god.
Zoe
That's
Kravitz,
wifey.
another one.
She got the weird.
Zoe-
Zoe Kravitz, mama.
Zoe's.
gold ring in
I
her nose,
listen.
like, take that
she-
out.
Like art.
Listen.
You don't like Zoe Kravitz. You like her art.
I love Zoe. All right.
Zoe Kravitz is art.
Zoe. Shit.
She
Tiana
got the
Taylor
ASMR commercial.
Tiana
out.
Taylor's on my
I
list.
don't
Cracks
like
open the
Tiana
soda.
Taylor.
She's been on my list for.
Tiana Taylor was like,
It's
She look like
Stop
a bulldog.
It. You're bugging.
she literally looks
She
like
look
You're
like a
bugging.
bulldog.
Oh,
Y'all
man,
all
you're
are
bugging.
bugging.
I'd
I
be
don't care what
nervous.
none of y'all say.
I'd be
She's on
nervous.
my, she's been on my list.
very niggly.
She's been on my list. She's been on my
Okay,
list.
Black Ant.
Y'all are wrong. Y'all are wrong. Stand by it.
She's like she
Dude,
beat up,
on camera.
Y'all are
If
all
she walked in
wrong.
this room right now, you'd
Oh my
straighten
god,
up.
Yeah, I'd be like, what's your Snapchat? Like,
What's your Snapchat? Jesus Christ.
you know what I mean? Like,
Do you see that CTSE cover? KTSE.
I don't want Ariana Grande to be.
Nah,
Nah.
it's
You
lamented.
stuck.
It's lamented.
Yeah, you next.
Nigga, what?
Lamented.
No,
That
mine
ain't,
would be,
you ain't using
Thank
that
you,
right.
and you next.
Mine would be.
I'm pretty sure I am. Look it up.
You look.
I just like how young.
Look it
and-
up.
and
I'm
how
doing
cool
something.
she is, honestly.
You want to call it out? You
I'm
look
This
it up.
nigga-
with power, you know?
Nigga said
Yeah,
it's
Tiana
lamented.
Taylor.
We
Yeah,
about to.
She's like, I can't explain it.
Fire.
She's not like an
Who?
icon.
Is it she's a
Tiana
mom?
Taylor. She's not an icon.
No, she look
Say
like
she's
a
not an
bulldog.
icon. Y'all are absolutely wrong.
I'm not.
sorry.
I'm agreeing with
I
you.
think Tiana Taylor looks too much like.
She got a nice body, but no, she ain't.
Y'all are all
And
bugging.
Rihanna above all.
Jesus Christ.
All right, lamented. A conventional
that
way of
Phoenix chick.
describing someone who has died of something that has been lost
Lamented.
or that has ceased to exist.
Yeah, Steven
Lament,
Tyler.
to mourn a person's loss or death.
This is reminding me
I
of.
cried.
This reminded me that Jeopardy is
Shut
on
the
tonight.
fuck
The way you're
up,
talking, like
He
looking
said
up
it's lament.
English words and shit. That motherfucker is on Jeopardy right now, and he's breaking
Killing
records.
shit.
I think
He's
he's been on.
broke Ken Jennings' record.
So he did it with money. Like this guy, there was one guy that was
No one
on
ever
for
out-earned
71
Ken.
days, but he didn't make that much money. Actually, he didn't play that intelligently.
Yeah, because this dude's betting like he's a sports bet, and this motherfucker be out in Vegas. He got the key to the city out there.
If you just Google
He's
James
the face of sports betting right
on
now.
Jeopardy, yeah, this guy's really
Who?
smart. He goes for the
The
big
dude on
numbers
Jeopardy
first, 'cause
right
he's
now.
Like
Wait,
difficulty is
you
relative.
want millions, right? Everybody's all pissed.
He's
Why
a
is everyone pissed?
and not pissed.
Holtzhauser.
Everyone's like, yeah,
James
this nigga's killing
Holtzhauser.
it.
He's been on for 23 days, and he already has like $1.5 million from Jeopardy. He's a very intelligent player because what he
knows
does,
when to bet.
he's really good at getting the double Jeopardies. Like he'll find them real quick because they're usually at the bottom of the categories, and he always goes for the most money first because he knows that it will make it a tighter race at the end of the matches. Because if you're like if someone gets $100 compared to like $2,000 when it's the only question that's left, then if there's like a lot more hundreds, then you have a better chance of like staying close with them. He always does like a certain amount on double Jeopardies, which is like it's like 11,000, which is not too much, not too little, but it's enough to break way ahead. And he's getting stuff right every time. So
And
I
he
mean,
buzzes mad
I don't
quick
think I've
too.
ever had the fucking
balling.
mental stability, mental wherewithal and stability to watch Jeopardy.
Well, he learned it through like
Nah,
gambling
Jeopardy-
techniques.
Jeopardy's kind of
Jeopardy's the
It's
shit.
pretty cool.
Jeopardy's fire.
You'd be dying if you saw the Mr.
Oh my
17.5
God,
episode.
17.
Jeezy ain't Mr.
Yo.
17.5, nigga. This
Oh
nigga is
my
Mr.
God.
17.5.
This
Bruh.
nigga was beating everybody by like
Smoking everybody.
by like 15
Head and shoulders.
like 50.
He
like,
had on his
he
Army
had, like,
Navy suit. Nigga.
He had like 17,600. Like he was living. Everyone else had like
So then
400, 200.
It come down to Final
This
Jeopardy.
dude?
Yeah.
Everybody's
wait for it. No, not this guy. Someone else.
Go ahead.
Come down to Final Jeopardy. Everybody bets this shit up. First dude, he bets let's say like 1,000. The next lady, she bet like 8,000. She bet all her shit. She was trying to win. This dude, he bet 17.5.
If
If he bet $2 and lost, he would have still won.
if he bet If you bet like 1,000, if you bet anything, he just had.
He was about to win the
He
show.
was going to win the show. If he
It was
bet,
Final Jeopardy. He just wanted. He got greedy.
if he bet
Long story
200, if he bet $800, he would have and lost it. He still would have won. That's
So-
how far ahead he was.
So the first nigga answered and gets his $1,000,
That's
and
not
you
that
could
far.
see it on his face. He was like,
He's like, oh shit. He's like, shit. This
face.
person's catching up.
and then
Holy
the
shit.
no, that ain't it. This is the last
Motherfucker.
I
question.
know.
You look like
He
Denzel when
said-
he's mad.
His answer, and the dude got it right. So you can see this nigga's pissed.
Are we gonna do this?
So then the second lady, she answered, and she said the same answer as the first dude. And he's
All right.
like,
He's like, fuck.
by that now, you know this nigga got the answer wrong. But you're like,
Smiling
damn, how much
at
did he bet? This nigga's mad. He bet his whole shit. He
Everything.
bet 17.5
Push.
He
niggas.
bet everything. He bet everything.
That's
And
my
lost
favorite episode of
Push.
Jeopardy.
17-5.
The
All
lady,
in,
the lady who
last
bet her
question.
8,000 and she went all in. She won.
She won.
Was he pissed off?
She went up to 16, huh?
She went up to 16. He went down to 0. If he just bet like $100 or something like that, he could have stayed.
And that's Jeopardy for you.
17-5.
Mr. 17.5.
That was the most epic episode.
And the
He
best
took-
winners
he took
have
it
these
back to the
annoying
block.
faces. Like James has got this like. James has got. Goddamn.
Look at
No,
him.
I understand.
Okay.
I had to put the mic
You
down.
do you? Do you?
I mean,
James
I
has got this
definitely
really
understand
funny.
Anyone
smile,
else would
though.
have gotten their neck
anger,
broken.
but yeah, I understand.
You're bugging, nigga.
Oh,
You're
you talking about
bugging.
Tiana Taylor?
It's not
I
a
know.
She look like a
I know.
bulldog.
She
Y'all
is
are
beautiful.
bugging. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
I know Black Hand.
Gorgeous.
We're
She look like-
transitioning
who?
you right now.
Shot Ricky.
Pull it up.
I know Black Hand.
Pull it up.
She goddamn
Your fact
beautiful.
check, nigga. Black hand. Go ahead.
nostrils look like
Go ahead.
He's falling in
Y'all are
love in front of
bugging.
our eyes. You're welcome, Black
I
Hand.
ain't attracted to Tiana Taylor,
Just look at him.
and
He's
I think
blushing.
I think it comes from like
It's a
watching
black man
that Sweet
blushing right there.
16 episode.
Y'all are bugging since then. I didn't say she's trash. She just looks like she's 12.
Exactly.
Ariana Grande just looks like she's 12.
She looks just like this nigga. If she made that face,
Not true.
she made that face,
Hot, right?
Not true.
if she has that level of anger in her, you think, look,
Powerful. You like power, don't you?
Nigga said that.
You're bugging.
It looks even
No,
better
you
on your
don't. You're
giant
bugging.
bro, they
iPhone
like,
screen.
bro,
God damn, look at them
Nigga said
muscles, those
Tiana
face
Taylor.
muscles.
Yo, we can't stay on track worth
look
the
like
damn.
the nigga that shot Ricky.
That don't look like her.
Diversify.
No.
It's because his eyes are a little lighter. That nigga look like that.
He's hot, right?
All right,
like
so
that,
let's
right?
get into this father of a side.
Thank you.
What features did y'all see that stuck out to y'all? I know for me, seeing that Nipsey one, John
Oh, yeah.
Legend, especially what the song was about. That was a dope track on there, man.
What do you think of the video?
I didn't see the video. It came
Which
out
one?
already?
Which one?
Yeah, the video came out higher with John
Yeah, it
Legend
already
and
came
Nipsey.
out. What the fuck is up with that, man? I mean,
You
that's
didn't see it?
I saw clips. I saw clips and just the way the universe works sometimes with timing. Like, how the fuck do you name? Well, I guess you could change the name, but I don't know. Something's so poetic about it. It's so weird. That's a highlight for me.
Did you hear the song? He was literally talking
Yeah.
about his family. He was talking about
Yeah.
his how his parents got together. He was talking about how
Yeah, it's just
It was kind of reminiscent of Duckworth on Kendrick Lamar's "Damn."
yeah, but I think for how everything happened, it seemed like Nipsey got a chance to close the book on everything, kind of.
Straight up.
Because he got a chance to tell us the story about how his parents got to America, how his parents met at where they met, how they came up, him and his kids.
Talking about
Talking about
miscarriages, like
He talks
literally
about everything.
every
Talking
up
about
and
his
down.
grandparents, Nipsey.
Nipsey.
Nipsey was talking about this on Khaled's album, the Higher song. He literally was talking about like the lineage of his family, like up until that point, and got a
A
chance
few
to like
days
speak on
later
it.
is when he was killed.
Yeah.
After like filming the video.
Yeah. Insane. Just it's crazy how the world works. You know what I mean? It was I think hearing his voice in that song, like hearing the gospel choir behind him, it was
real.
like
Paps sent me a
fucking electric.
of him and Nipsey.
Yeah?
Yeah, earlier today.
That's what's up. That's crazy.
Weeks ago making it to a song.
it's
Damn.
it's like Nipsey became Ivory. You know, it's like he like possessed Khaled and came down and was able to like speak through him again. Yes, Ivory. Goddamn,
I was
Ivory.
wondering what the fuck he was
Me
talking
too. Thank you for connecting the dots and popcorn players reference.
What's
so I
that
fuck with
between
it.
your eyes, Ivory?
but
Is that a landing
damn.
patch between your eyes?
But
nigga?
I
Damn.
guess I get what you're saying. It feels like he came back
Cal is
to
good
just
at
speak
that.
to us in that song.
Cal is really good at like timing. That's crazy. It's just good. It's good as a obviously as a fan
Yeah, I ain't
to
gonna
hear
say
that.
timing. I ain't gonna
Yeah,
agree
yeah.
with that, but
What
I see what you mean. Like, it's something that the culture needed. Like, it sent them off on a high note.
and
Yeah.
and I think how Khaled handled it was
He went through the
well,
family and everything.
he went-
sent
he-
the proceeds to his kids.
for the whole song, not just the video, the song. So he had to talk to the labels. He had to talk to everybody to get that approved to say all the proceeds are going to. I'm down if you really want to. Yeah, you can go ask her. Knock on her
No,
door, see what's up.
she's good.
Bev about to fucking roundhouse this nigga Mike.
Straight up, don't
Don't worry.
don't push
Don't
buttons.
rile her up. Oh shit! A shoe came out the window.
Speaking of fuck shit,
Nigga, it was a joke.
fucked up,
Like,
yo.
what? You had me
We'll
scared.
laugh about this at some point in the future when we look back on this podcast. But I fucked up my Chick-fil-A order. I
all
fucked
good.
up. I fucked it up for myself.
We gonna
And
But I
a
didn't
handful
want
of
to
other
have
people.
to say that in front of everybody. I didn't want to be like, "Hey guys, I fucked up my order."
This nigga Mike
In the
fucked
first
up
place.
5.
I ordered
Chick-fil-A orders.
Chick-fil-A, and I usually get it for everybody. And today, I just was going quickly, and I hit the wrong button, and I got carry out instead of drive-through. So I went to the drive-through, and they said,
What do you mean you hit
What
the
do you-
wrong button?
"On it, you can order it on the mobile app." I got so many rewards, so I got you next time.
This nigga's cashing
if you're
in on
interested.
us. Hold up.
And I went to the drive-thru and I was waiting forever, and they were waiting forever. And they said, "Oh, it's in the carry-out lane. You need to get out of your car and go around." I was like, I didn't even have the moment to be like, "It's right on the desk, right there. Can you get it for me?"
Yeah.
So I had to pull into the carry-out lane, and I didn't want to have to explain that in front of a room full of starving people because they
So
just
now
want to
he's
know, do you
explaining
have it
to
or
the
not?
room of some of the starving people and whoever's watching this. So shout outs to y'all for being tuned in.
In case y'all see him get scrapped, y'all know why.
If he's not here next week, there's a body,
We gonna sick Bev on him.
right? Like,
He gonna get that work.
who, you two?
You said what?
They're going to Los Amigos.
What happened to Domino's?
Yeah, Domino's is. I fucking hate Domino's, honestly.
What happened to Papa Gino's, nigga?
That's blasphemy around these parts.
No one showed enthusiasm when I brought it up, so.
It's true.
All right, leave a comment
did.
below. What do you
That's fair.
prefer, Domino's
This nigga went from pizza to Mexican.
or Mexican?
I'm gonna go and give me some Papa Gino's.
Listen, I mean that's not even fair
Yeah,
though.
Papa
Dommy's
Gino's
compared to
in a minute.
Mexican, I'll take Mexican anytime. Goddamn.
If there's one powerhouse country food.
If there's one powerhouse country food,
Or
It's Italian. It's Italian.
Italian, you gotta let go.
it's Italian,
Oh, you
Latino,
gotta
or
let
what?
go?
You gotta let go of.
Oh,
You gotta
no,
let go?
no.
Which
Oh, that you gotta get
culture?
rid of?
Main culture.
Oh, I would get-
Chinese, Italian,
Oh.
Mexican, or
Chinese.
Soul. Holy shit.
Oh, I'd get rid of
shit,
Chinese.
This is a hard
I would get rid of
question.
Chinese.
Hold up.
I get all that oil out. I'm
No,
sorry.
it's not. It's easy. Getting rid of Mexican
Oh, Chinese.
because there's a bunch of other Spanish types of food.
Oh, you crazy?
No, I said Latino.
nigga, you
No,
said
all of
Mexican.
it.
Nah, it's a Latino.
No, anything
It's a
you.
Latino.
That's the rules. Anything
You
you
said
consider.
Mexican,
What you
nigga.
gonna
If you
do?
could take away
What you
any
gonna
one
do?
of those
This nigga
types of
said
food,
Mexican.
Make a
if
decision.
it's Mexican to you, we're taking it away.
Make a decision.
You can't get the loophole.
Getting
by
rid of
it's
burgers
Latino.
and shit.
Fuck
That's
you.
not an option. It's not. It's not
Like
an
what's
option.
what's
That's
Asian
that's
food?
American.
If you consider that, like
chicken, mac and cheese. Come
what's Indian?
It's soul food.
Is it Latino?
Chinese.
Come on.
Italian. Or what was the last one?
Latina.
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 Italian.
one?
Italian. It's out of here.
You let me go with Italian?
Yeah, I think I'd actually
you're
have to let
bugging.
go of Italian too. I'm sorry.
Get rid of the
Pasta,
heartburn
Bread.
and shit.
lasagna.
Not to let go of Chinese.
I mean, do they do,
Nah,
like,
no,
chicken like that,
no,
though?
No.
I
It's
thought
really
about
oily.
crab
We're talking about their
rangoon.
peak.
I thought about shrimp fried rice. I thought
Yeah.
I
about
don't necessarily need my seafood.
That's what I said initially. I said
You're
I get rid of
bugging.
like
You're
crab
bugging.
rangoons.
lo mein, I'm gonna
lo
miss
mein.
dearly.
I know, but you don't need it. But you don't need it. It's easy.
I would almost cancel
It's
out
so
all other
different.
continent just for the lo mein.
I only
Chicken
get it
wings, though.
twice a year.
True.
New
Spare
Year's
ribs, chicken fingers,
and when I'm lazy.
Teriyaki.
teriyaki sticks.
General,
Sorry,
General
Chinese.
Tso's.
Sorry,
General
Chinese.
Gao's.
Yeah, that'd be hard. It's a close race between Chinese and Italian right now.
Yeah, yeah.
Leave a
yeah,
comment
I might
below.
have
What
to-
would you get rid of?
Ah,
Nah.
Be honest. Be honest.
Nah.
That's all we're
Soul's
interested
not
in
even
is
an
honest
option.
answers.
I'm Dominican. Yeah, I ain't even going near that.
Soul's not an option. We're not even gonna stay.
So that's like no mac and cheese. That's kind of a cheat though, right?
Nigga, I'll
What
have
else? Like, some type of,
cardiovascular.
like, chicken, fried chicken. What else? What else? What else is in Soul?
Soul's like
Barbecue,
Soul food dinner is
mac and cheese.
I eat Italian almost.
It's like usually. Yep.
sweet potatoes.
collard greens, sweet
Sweet
potatoes,
potatoes.
mac and cheese,
Those 4 things are key.
Staples.
key to
Cornbread.
Soul. Cornbread,
Some type of gravy.
Rice and black eyed peas.
Some. Yep.
rice and
yep.
black eyed peas.
I ain't had black eyed peas.
Yeah, I'm
in a
keeping
minute.
those. I'm not even. I would never take those off the table.
Yeah,
No
you gotta
way.
leave that there.
Hell no.
You gotta
Popcorn
leave that
players,
there.
we're keeping the Soul.
This
food.
made me
You
want to
kidding
go
me?
to goddamn Boston Market and just get like some cornbread. No bullshit.
This made me want to go to fucking Slade's and just get a fucking plate.
We should take the podcast on the road.
One
Can
of
you
these
imagine
days
just
we
walking
are.
through a market, just
One of
being
these
like,
days
"That looks
we are.
good."
Yo, if y'all want
Like,
to,
learning
if y'all
about
want to see
food,
us on the road,
cuisine.
let us know. Let us know.
Which one of y'all got a restaurant?
It's like
we
when
actually
friends
we
leave
actually
the
are gonna
apartment
shout out
and
our
they do live
listeners
shit.
later. I don't know about I've been keeping up with the analytics of the podcast and everything, and we can see some of our
Goddamn.
listeners. We're gonna shout y'all out at the end. I'm gonna leave a space for y'all. For
The
real,
good
for
and the
real.
bad.
Both of them. But that's a good question, man. We should probably put that on. We got to pose that to our listeners. on a bigger
That's
scale.
our
We gotta take
trailer.
a real
That's a
poll.
clip right there for real.
That is a clip.
It's a
We
clip
might
and
as
a
well
half.
make it one.
Yeah.
But anyways, what you think of Father Side? My favorite track, I'll have to say, was Thankful. Big Sean floated. Big Sean killed that.
Yeah, let me
I
go
think
back and look.
Another standout track to me.
Well, can we talk about how it was in the group chat and you guys summarize it for me? I listened to like the single Higher, and then y'all said, I mean, like his last project was, what was it called? What was it? Was it Father of Assad again?
No. There's Father of Assad. There's
Grateful.
Was it Grateful?
It was Grateful than this. Either way, yeah, because he was in the tub, the little kid in the tub,
Major Key.
gangster.
Major Key
But,
was before that.
I love that album. That album was great, but like our summary was like it feels like a jock jams almost. Like it's a bunch of random really good songs, but they're not really
Wait,
connected.
they got burritos?
The
Tacos?
disjointed.
But I don't mind that. I
What
don't
they
mind
got
that.
there?
It just means you're gonna get like orchestral.
How much
Like
is the
each
burritos? I got
person's
cash.
voice is like an instrument. You
I got
know,
$8
like Chris Brown
cash, nigga.
does his own thing and Big Sean does his own thing. It's tight.
My wallet's in
Big
the car,
Sean
though.
murked it. That's all I'll say
See my
again.
face on black hand.
Black hand, I'll blur you out. You'll literally just be a green screened hand floating
Yeah.
through.
Can I be that the whole time? I want to be known as.
Nah, make
Black
this
Hand got
make
real
this
close,
nigga
yo.
a Thor glove. That's
just-
all he
I'm
is.
just gonna take a freeze frame of this and be like, and then a hand is just gonna go across. We'll see if I can green screen that out.
Yeah.
Learn some After Effects.
Do what you want.
That's a YouTube
like
exclusive.
a regular chicken with everything.
Playa, playa. Blah, 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 blah.
So then cash it. All right, we'll work it out.
What's
I
your
got you
summary?
when
If you had to sum it up, if you had to say,
Bev got me. Go to the
if you had to say DJ Khaled's album is one of the following types of foods, is it soul food, Italian, or Chinese?
It'd be a mix of everything
Nah,
because
yeah,
it's
that's
everything.
that shit.
It's everything. That's my.
I say
that's
it's
my
Chinese.
Take, that's my take on Father of Assad. I think he does a good job of putting together tracks. I think it's a lot harder for him to put together a cohesive album. I would like to see him take a
I
little
don't
bit.
necessarily feel like that per se every time, but yeah, I did have some trouble with the
Flow.
synchronization and flow of this album. It just didn't seem to fit. Like, and then you open and close it on like some reggae type shit. I understand you got Mavado signed. Buju Banton's been out since last year, so that was a big thing that you had to do. But I don't know, like.
Introduction to Grateful was kind of a waste for me.
I dug the introduction to it actually. I a couple of those songs I could have done without. Meek Mill was all over the album, it seemed like, and he did a good job. He was on like 2 of the songs, I think.
Wasn't Big Sean on too as well?
Yep, Big Sean was on 2 as well.
I like that Jeezy song.
The one with Jeezy and Rick Ross was peak 06 for me. I don't know about y'all. That felt like Port of Miami 101. You know what I mean? TM 101.
But the fact that they used to beef with each other is like was huge about that for me. Like
Yo, but do you know they have a song together on
War Ready, like they-
which album was that on?
wasn't that on shit? Now I don't even remember if it was on Rick Ross's or Jeezy's. I think it was on Rick Ross.
I think it was on Port of Miami too.
No,
I mean Port of Miami, sorry.
it
Just
wasn't
the
on
first
Port of Miami. No, what I'm saying they had a song like after the beef happened.
Yeah, it was on Jeezy's album. It was with Kendrick, I believe, too, right? It was Pressure. Something like that.
It was with
American-
I think it was with Young Thug actually.
No.
Their first song after they were beefing, and it was on Mastermind.
Oh, I was talking about their most recent one. But I like hearing them together. They do sound great together, I think.
They would be dope to like form a little super group like everyone's doing.
Well, yeah, just put together a little project. Put together a little something for us.
You see everyone's doing like that shit where they teaming up, like
You might as
Smoke
well.
Perp and then what's his face, Lil Pump and Gucci Mane in a rap group called Gucci Gang.
Mm.
Like shit like that's happening. So I think a Jeezy and Rick Ross group would be a good look, you know?
I do too. I definitely do too. I'm still
Start
waiting
that
on
hashtag.
the regular Ross and Jeezy album. Like I need Ross's album this year. We're still waiting on that. So I can't even say like they need
It's
to
on
be
the way.
working together to put together a project. We
It's
still
on the
waiting on
way.
their regular. So I know it's been on the way. I hope it's really, really on the way and they're not just saying that.
Ross ain't gonna come out with no bullshit.
He isn't.
And you heard Ocho Cinco. He said we finishing up the album.
All right.
Ocho Cinco helping them finish it.
Like Monique said, I would like to see it. I would like to see it.
Shout out to Monique.
I would like to see it.
Hey.
She was on
It's a good reference.
You said you don't want to put me on to that. She was on the thing with Childish, right?
Yeah, she had that campaign with Adidas with Childish.
Yeah. So yeah, shout out to Monique. Coming back strong. I think she got like a little special somewhere too, if I'm not mistaken. So
She was actually speaking on. Did y'all hear? Steve Harvey got both of his shows canceled. 2 of his shows canceled.
damn.
So and Lee Daniels got one of his shows canceled. Well, there's no like reason. They don't give you like, oh, this is why nothing happened, but you know, shows just getting canceled.
Which show's getting canceled?
Well, his 2 talk shows, I think. I don't know all of his
Steve
shows.
Harvey
I don't fuck
show.
with-
I don't
fuck
think
with,
that
you know
was
what I
gonna
mean?
get canceled.
No, what didn't get canceled is Family Feud. If he got kicked off of Family Feud, that
He'd be
means something
pissed.
is wrong.
Yeah,
That means something is
he
really
did
wrong.
something wrong.
He did something wrong if he got kicked off of Family Feud. Him losing his shows just could be he might not be hot in the
He's
streets
stepping
anymore.
back right now.
Not even that. He could literally not be hot in the streets. You remember he was saying all that shit when him and Monique had that tiff. He brought Monique on a show and he was trying to tell her all that other bullshit like you have to play the game. Got to play the game. And she's like, I'm trying to get us ahead, nigga. What you talking about? Play the game.
You
Like,
over here shucking and jiving, nigga.
It's to make room for Kelly Clarkson's hour-long program launching this September in 2019. Fuck you, Kelly Clarkson.
yeah, like what the fuck? Kelly
Fuck you.
Clarkson?
And
Wait,
your whole
what?
company
Yeah.
for canceling Black Excellence.
They're moving out.
They're
Steve
moving
Harvey.
out Steve Hart. Which show are they moving out?
It says Family Feud host. So let me keep reading all up.
This thing getting kicked off.
If he got kicked off Family Feud, that's
He's not gonna host big or it's called Little Big Shots.
Okay,
It's kind of like
yeah.
I heard of
kids
that
thing.
show.
I know what you're talking about.
So.
So the Little Big Shots and Steve Harvey show.
Oh yeah.
All right.
At least he got one. But why the fuck did he
Yeah,
have
he-
so many goddamn shows? Damn. Like,
He's still got more
It's
than
making
just
money. It's
2?
that play. It's like, what else are you gonna do after you've
'Cause he's on
had your
another
Wonder
game
Years?
show.
Just make that
This nigga's on
paycheck.
like 5 different shows.
Yeah, stay in the
That's
eye
right.
enough that like families are familiar with you and stuff. And he's definitely like a
Straight up.
Church
you went from
faring
like
man.
the king
Like, he's-
of comedy.
people love him. You know, like he's a
to-
good guy.
For real, like a
He
household
fucked up
name.
that announcement that one time at
Miss
the Oscars or
Columbia.
something weird.
But
Yeah,
he admitted it. He admitted it.
yeah.
What else could you do?
But he's a comedian. He can get away with it. Like, who cares?
He's human.
Yeah.
We saw what John Travolta did at the Grammys or whatever the fuck that award show was.
He handled it.
He said,
You
I
have to
don't even know
sometimes.
what the fuck he said. Shout out to Dame right now playing with some separated ribs. Nigga's a beast.
We'll get to that in a little bit. Yo, going back to that sleeper picks, I don't know if y'all been
Portland.
noticing. Janelle Monáe is
I've been said that.
she is A1 tip top. She's probably one
She's
of the
a
most
cover
underrated.
girl. She's beautiful.
She is one of the most underrated, I think, out there in terms of like.
Oh,
getting
I know,
mentioned.
man.
Janelle Monáe is
She
like
But she don't want
dude,
nothing to do with no
it's
niggas
crazy.
though.
She's been like,
not a damn thing to do with us.
But
Not
but
a
she
dating
never
damn
wears
thing.
dresses. Like, she's
dating
always
Tessa
been.
Thompson.
She's
Oh.
always been playing the tomboy angle with the short hair, but still, like every once
She
in a
hasn't
while.
been playing a tomboy. She's
You know what's
been-
funny?
She
Me
just
and my
don't have
dad-
to be doing the most for you to be sexy.
You know what's funny? Me and my dad
all.
actually connect on her. We're both like, "Don't you love Janelle Monáe?" And I'll just be like, "Yeah, I love Janelle Monáe." Like, she's funky and she's like,
Her album was great. Dirty Computer.
I don't
was
know
great.
why. I don't know.
Once
I
again,
think,
shout outs to Prince.
I don't know, man. I don't get her. She doesn't do anything wrong. She doesn't like no scandals from what I know. She stays
can-
out of the
can
limelight.
sing
She
she
performs
can sing
and dips.
incredibly.
Like, she doesn't chill after her performances. She just leaves the entire arena. That's what it feels like. Because I don't hear anything of her. And yet when she does perform, she performed at the Grammys like a little way back. And it was
Oh, he's scrolling now.
amazing.
I showed him one, and now he's scrolling.
That's a good look.
Shout outs Janelle.
That's a good look. Yeah, let's give her more.
I got the
Nigga
nigga
over
slipping.
here
Can we
dry
get like a
snitching.
clap for
About
like
the niggas
black
living, I'm
female
just saying,
excellence?
I
She's
showed him one
underrated.
and he's
Legit.
Snitch.
She ain't on there. Got about 28 pictures. Damn.
Janelle
How
Monáe,
many
come
you-
on the
you
show.
see all of them?
You look like top flight, nigga.
I'm just
Popcorn
saying.
players.
Oh, I'm top flight. I'm just
How,
saying. You
how,
scrolling
how I
now.
look like a damn snitch.
I'm just saying. I didn't say what you was looking at. I just said, oh, you scrolling now. Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Shit.
do my research, and you're gonna be on the show before
This
you know it.
nigga-
You're gonna be really
this
impressed.
nigga said, what?
We're gonna
Yeah,
narwhal
he's-
you. We're gonna be like pulling up crazy
Hey.
facts about your past
Hey.
and be like, "So what do you think about this?" And
Hey.
like, it's gonna be a great interview.
All right. So, what y'all think about going back to Khaled? What y'all think about? Did y'all see him out there with a street team?
Nah, but I heard that he's doing like some event out in New York tonight.
I saw
Well,
how
I
like
heard
He was.
video or
He was
something.
in. He
the
was
fire
in Times
trucks
Square.
were interrupting him. I saw that.
He was in Times Square.
He was
with,
in
like,
Times Square.
literally, like, it felt like 30 people.
With Chris Brown too,
walking
though.
through with signs.
Superstars.
Like, literally, like 90s street team shit.
Like what they would have
Like,
done when
in the
like
hoods.
MTV
He-
Live was
and
on.
I also
or
would like to say
TRL.
they opened up the budget for Khaled. If y'all haven't noticed,
Yeah, it's
everything
TRL.
he's doing, all the videos, he has a video for almost every song
At
on
the
the
end of
album.
the day, you gotta respect it. He's a huge.
He's
artist
he
in
is
the
an
game.
executive. He is an executive. He's an executive at Epic. He
That
got
as
the
well.
budget.
Like he's got
Yeah.
a fucking ear for sound. At the end of the day,
That's one of
Right.
those days when you're a New Yorker, you know, just trying to get through, and you're like, "Who the fuck is this guy? This fucking guy thinks he's a prince. What the
DJ
hell is
Khaled.
going on here?"
DJ Khaled in the middle
Another
of New
one.
York City.
Khaled.
Another one.
That's
Hey.
actually his name.
Really?
His name's Khaled.
That's a great name.
What
Oh,
the
and
fuck?
one.
How?
Because Steph is a fucking
How?
magician. Seems like.
So
But he was like
which
falling
which
to the
of
right
us
and
were
still
right
hit
about
that shit
who
off the backboard. Hold up.
who made the first 3 of the series? Steph
It
or
was Lillard. It was Lillard.
No, between the Currys. It was obviously Steph, right? Obviously.
No, I think it was Seth.
What do we say?
I said Steph.
I said Steph
What
would
did
do
I
it.
say? I don't even remember.
I said it
If
would be
you know,
Damian Lillard
be a
though for
fact
the
check.
series.
Help us out. Leave us a comment if you know.
Well, our fact check is rarely here, and this nigga left to go get food, so
You
he ain't
Now
gonna
Black
help
Hand's
us.
right here. He's just having some fries.
Yeah,
about
whatever.
to tell it. Yo, look through this 2-hour episode.
YouTube exclusive.
Tell us what happened.
Tell us what happened. Look through this 2-hour episode and tell us what happened in the episode
Before this.
three episodes ago, because that's when we actually talked about it. All right. So
Only
do that.
Only at the Popcorn Players do you get this level of dedication to informing our viewers.
About ourselves.
Let us
Did y'all
know.
See, did y'all see Khaled on SNL?
Nah, I don't really watch SNL.
I don't watch SNL, but I do
bruh.
watch SNL performances. I watch them on YouTube after, typically. But he had everybody for all the songs. You know he doesn't rap.
Yeah.
He had everybody there for all the songs. He had Wayne there. He had Meek Mill there. J Balvin. He had like.
What is he gonna
like-
rap their parts or some shit?
No, but I'm saying like I
Or
think
just be
again,
like DJ Khaled.
again, that's a budget. That takes a lot of money to have all those artists there at the same time. And yes, he
more
and his
so
team paid for it.
coordination, I think.
Coordinate.
and money. That's a part of the budget.
SNL got it.
Oh, it's not SNL
What, you think it's coming out of his budget?
for sure. SNL's not paying for all of those artists to get there. That's not there. That's not in their budget or the hotels or the. That's Khaled's. I think he's paying that probably out of pocket. Probably. I wouldn't be surprised. I can see Khaled
I see
being
that.
that dedicated to the excellence of the performances on SNL to like put up for all of them. Shout outs to Khaled for that.
Something
'cause
that a lot of people watch.
that's a big
across the
production. He had
country.
Wayne
Damn.
there. He had Wayne, Big Sean, Meek Mill. He had everybody
Justin
there.
Bieber, you said Lil Wayne.
He had everybody there.
His son, biggest superstar in the world right now. Jay-Z.
No.
He don't leave nowhere without a son.
On the album, yes, but at SNL.
And why you put them old ass songs on the album though?
Because for the streams, bro. You know how streaming works.
Them shits was on the
Well,
last album.
well, do you know why he did that? Because, all right, for a couple of reasons. One, if you notice, he didn't have a single. He didn't have a song he put out before the album came out to get
Those
the
two
plays.
songs.
But that's what I mean. But that were new, I mean. So that's why he put those two old songs on it, so he could have some numbers for his first week, so it could look like a legit first week. Because it's hard to get a legit first week nowadays, because unless if you don't put out a single, because everything literally goes. It's not people aren't going to the fucking store to
you
buy your
saying
shit
this
anymore.
nigga ran up streams for a
Mhm.
year to come out with a debut.
I'm not
Them
saying
niggas is
that's
out
why
here
he did
game
it,
playing, bruh.
but that's how it goes. That's how everybody does it. Everybody puts old songs on their new album to get their streams up, to help them out, give them a boost.
Straight up. And I did notice that this nigga Travis Scott does that.
Everybody. Look on everybody. You'll be like, oh, that's an old song. That's an old song. That's an old song. Came out at least 6 months before the shit dropped. At least. Got to get the streams up.
Fair.
First weeks mean something to people nowadays. I mean, still, I guess.
It still determines success.
It is, I
Yo, this
guess.
Toy Story
Did we
trailer
talk
look
about-
crazy.
It really
he's
does.
he's dropping a film documentary.
No, Khaled?
Yeah, he's dropping a film documentary dropping next week called The Album Experience, and it's slated to drop next week. I don't know what platform it's on, but I just pulled this up on iStandard.
That's pretty dope.
So I love that shit. Once again,
Is it going to be on, like, a specific service, or how they're going to give it to us?
I'll keep reading. Hold up. I mean, yeah, so many features. I'm trying to figure out who produced it. See if we can get some shout outs to young producers or anyone else that may not have been heard of. Major 7 is one of the producers, along with DJ Khaled produced most of it, obviously.
I'm sure.
Holy Mountain was produced by him, as well as 070 Shake.
She's cool.
So that's one of the first. Wish Wish was him and Tay Keith. Some people will recognize that.
Yeah.
Shout out.
Tay Keith, fuck these niggas up.
Jinx. Jealous was also Tay Keith. And DJ Khaled. His name's on a bunch of these. Just Us is just him. DJ Khaled with SZA.
I actually did like that sample.
I like, that Miss Jackson
Sorry,
flip.
Miss Jackson.
Some people didn't like that. Some people didn't like it at all.
I was a
Yo,
fan of
did you see-
Outkast back then.
did you
so-
see,
and still today.
So Schoolboy Q was tweeting about the album, and Schoolboy Q said he was talking to Khaled, and he told Khaled some of the hip hop purists are feeling the way about him sampling Miss Jackson, and then DJ Khaled's response is, he's like, well, when you get the clearance from Outkast, that's the purist. Then Khaled turns around and says, we're the purists.
We actually
It's
have
fucking Khaled,
DJ
man.
Khaled.
It's fucking Khaled. He'll get what he wants.
We actually have
He
DJ
gets the
Khaled
blessings from the people.
at the
you know what I
podcast
mean?
right now. Khaled, how does it feel to be just stunned on everybody? Okay, thanks, DJ Khaled.
Enough of you and your soundboard. You do this he brings it out every episode. Why you do this? Why you
That's
bring
all.
out a
That's all
soundboard?
he had to say.
He ain't clear none of the sounds. He ain't say nothing to nobody. He ain't.
Yo,
no
I'm gonna go with
pre-production.
this week, y'all.
You gonna do it
Nope,
again.
We ain't getting none of that. We're just gonna turn this mic down.
Yeah, we are. It's gonna be punishment. We gonna
What
put
you-
on
what you-
silent punishment
What do you
for a
guys
little
think
bit.
of
Hold up.
Celebrate?
Gonna put him on punishment.
We gotta do it like motherfucking what's the sports show? Around the Horn.
Oh yeah, where he gets
You get
muted.
muted for 15 seconds.
Can I mute him for 15 seconds? I
done.
tried.
I'm done.
Hopefully it works. Muted him for a little bit.
What Shia
Everyone's
LaBeouf
mad
say?
at me right now.
I ain't talking to you for the next 40 seconds.
That was. I'm gonna actually start using that. I like that.
But yeah, go check out those producers. They deserve
Shia
all the
was dope for
credit.
that.
There's some crazy production on there.
The production
So,
on
yeah.
the album was nuts. I'll give him that. That shit was fire.
I'm looking it up on iStandard.com. You can find all the credits for everything. Who composed it, who made the lyrics, who wrote the song, the creator on that website. So some free promo for you, but it's also a really cool service. So check it out.
Dope.
I was actually really excited by all the music that came out this week. I feel like this is one of the first big drop weeks of 2019 coming in May. You know what I mean?
Everyone's gearing up for summer, man. Like,
I don't know about that, man. I think everyone overextended themselves in 2018, and we got a plethora of music. It was new music
Yep.
every week, and now everyone's just slowing down and
there's still
realizing
new
that's
music every week. It's just
not a
artists
lot.
that you might not listen to.
not a lot.
Like,
not
I
like last
listened
year.
to Hood Rich Pablo Juan's project. I ain't really like it.
But you listen to it.
I try to give a little ear to something.
Did we talk about
Especially if you had a
Gran
song that I
Turismo?
listened to.
Nah, we didn't get there yet. We didn't get to Gran Turismo yet. We was actually gonna get there next after Father of Assad.
Okay.
Does anyone have anything else to say about Father of Assad?
No, we can move on.
All right, cool. Gran Turismo, Currency and Static Selector. Big shout out Static Selector, Boston. Shout outs.
From the clips that I
For the
heard,
beam.
once again, crazy production. It all sounds to me. It all sounds like to me like Harry Fraud. I mean, it's just the samples, Currency. You know what you're gonna get, and he's just Kobe of the game right now. Underrated Kobe. Just like he said it himself. Just shooting these songs for him, these mixtapes. He'll drop an album here and there, but he's just shooting free throws, staying in the booth, hooking up with other artists, getting Jet Set out in that way, distribution people, and just like 10 songs, here you go.
Because
Out.
here it is. It's also like a lot of the artists make their money off of touring anyways. So it's like, what's putting out a mixtape? I can put out a mixtape. I can go make 500,000. I can go make a quick mill. Go do a run, make a mill off of that real quick tape. You know what I mean?
I really wish I could be as efficient as Currency is on marijuana.
That's a fact.
Like, as long as he's done it too. I would say the first month I was on marijuana, every day, I was doing pretty well. I was pretty efficient. And then there was a sharp drop in my ability to function and do anything. And that was a long time ago. So,
Hey,
let the
know
record
how
state.
I don't know how him or Wiz do it. If I could be totally honest,
I don't know.
they somehow just like
They
can do
figured
it.
out their formula. They just don't need to perform with anybody else but each other, and they know they can get away with just like giggling on stage and like just at least like Wiz can talk to the chicks, and Currency honestly can talk to all the dudes, and then you got
Not
a good
even
show.
that, but I think they're both just like charismatic people. So I think that's why it's like,
Yeah,
you'll always have a good time at their shows and shit.
yeah, and they're good at being able to feel, and yeah, they're just like good at being at feeling like normal people.
They
Yeah.
probably feel more normal. I was thinking about this. I've never heard anyone try to take a shot at Wiz.
There's
For
such
anything.
an aura to like a pothead artist of any, like even Willie Nelson, like such like a friendly kind of like, yeah, let's try this. Yeah, let's try this. Like
Sure.
artists that do that shit, like Snoop, have longevity. People that don't do it don't really last. Like, Johnny Cash, smoke pot now and then.
True.
And
Yo,
he's cool as hell.
So now getting back to
John
Gran
Lennon.
Turismo, did you listen to the tape? Listen to the project?
Parts of it. Clips that you show me, and I skimmed it.
So
It's really good.
his
Popcorn player.
features, I love them. Currency picks the best features. I love the fact that he brought Jada back for Clear 2. I don't know if any of our listeners are familiar with Clear 1. That one was on New Jack City. Go back and do your research. Classic. Clear. Except that one had Styles P on it, I'm pretty sure. And I wish Styles P came back for Clear Part 2. But anyways, it's all good.
Style.
They had a lot of good tracks on there. Quiet as Kept, and I'm going to mention it again when Jared gets back. But Quiet as Kept, Static Selector has 2 of the top 10 projects this year out, I think, in my opinion. 1 with Gran Turismo, 2 with that Bun B project. He just put out a project with Bun B almost a month ago.
What?
Fire, beginning to end. All the production was A1, as usual, as expected. But Quiet as Kept, Static Selector's putting work out there. I forget what the name of that one was, but they both smoked it. Features were nuts. You know what I mean? Everyone came
Where'd
to
you
perform.
get the time to go back and listen to that, bro?
It's not even old. It came out a month ago. It's new.
How many tracks?
That's a good question. That's a very good question. I should pull that up.
Like 10ish, maybe 7.
I'm actually not positive how many tracks.
Okay.
I really got to look it up. I really got to look at it.
Regardless, I'm impressed you had the time to do
I'm on music all day.
that.
All day. Every day.
Every day.
Every day. But no, seriously, like, real shit. Great projects. Let me see if I can find it. What the fuck is it? It's called
We
Trill
actually have
Static.
Currency in the studio today. Currency, come on in.
That'd be dope.
That'd be crazy.
It's called Trill Static, and it has, 10 tracks. You called it. Has some great features like Talib Kweli, Big Crit, you know what I mean? Michi Darko, which was tough. He had a song with Michi Darko and, like, Method
Darko.
Man. I'm like, what? West Side Gun and Terminology, Fat Joe and Smoke Dizza. Like, who puts Fat Joe and Smoke Dizza on the same song?
Currency.
No. Static Selector and
Static
Bun B. See? Static Selector. Great songs so far. Great songs.
He's got a good drop too.
Probably one of the
chick
best.
That goes Static Selector.
Then it, like, peters off.
Yeah. You know what time it is when that drops.
It's true. Someone's trying to get in one of the doors, and they got it.
Happy birthday to Kevin Garnett. Your birthday passed this weekend. Happy birthday to you, Big Ticket.
Also,
Your
happy
intensity has
birthday-
never been matched.
Also, happy birthday to Malcolm X. His birthday was, I believe, 2 days ago.
Wow.
Shout out to Malcolm X. You know what I mean?
Did we ever give an update about what Paul Pierce ended up doing after all this fuck shit?
I think we just decided to leave Paul Pierce's comments about the Celtics in the past and hope that none of our listeners
We'll leave it at that.
brought it back up. That's all.
That's
we're
all.
saying.
That's the update.
And they don't need to bring it back up. Please don't. Please don't.
No need.
No need. But we was talking about Gran Turismo, which is produced by Static Selector, and I was saying Quiet as Kept. Static Selector's had like 2 amazing projects this year so far, with this one, Currency, and the shit with Bun B.
Mm-hmm.
The shit with Bun B was incredible,
It was a
actually.
vibe.
It was really good. I fucked with it hard. And I actually don't, I won't say I don't always go to or don't listen to, but like I'm not running typically to go listen to a new Bun B project. But I was like, you know what? Like, let me put this on. Let me see what this is about.
Where you give it a try. Actually learn that
Seriously.
you're here.
The features on that,
Surprise you.
he had incredible features. I was just telling Mike
Fat Joe
about.
feature on there. That shit was crazy.
Fat Joe and Smoke Dizza, same song. He had Method Man on a song. He had everybody. Michi Darko from Flatbush
I don't even know
Zombies.
what the fuck that is.
From Flatbush Zombies,
Oh.
the dark one.
Shit.
But yeah,
I mean, none of y'all niggas gonna say bless you?
bless you. I'm gonna say it.
Oh, you just nigga tossing burritos out here, nigga?
Like, damn.
Damn.
All right, question. Song of the summer. Do we have one yet? Have we heard it yet? What is it?
I told you mine. It's like I wish there was. I don't know, man.
$8 back, Black Hen.
Oh my God! Look where
I'm
Jared's-
gonna challenge our audience to differentiate themselves. Like, you might be a hardcore hip hop fan, but like I'm telling you, listen to this, you won't regret it. It's a good track. That's my record of the year so far. The
The
Wishes track by
Oh,
Grant.
yeah.
It really is. Like
That's your song.
coming from a producer,
Okay.
former producer, it's exceptional. It's exceptional. Black Hand.
But anyways,
Y'all know there's a black man on a $2 bill? See if you can find it. Find that
anyways.
fact check, man. See if you can find a black
like
man.
I was,
on
but
it.
what I meant by song of the summer,
You know
what
that's
do-
not real.
What do you think the actual song of
wish
like
it
what
was.
everyone else would consider the song of the summer?
Song
A
of the
black
summer?
man on a what?
You know what I mean? Like, what's everyone gonna say?
What the fuck?
You never knew there's a black man on?
Right there.
What's he doing?
He has on a wig, but he looks like
There's a black man on $2 bill.
You're chilling with a bunch of white people.
I typed in black man
Ain't
on
nobody
black
listening.
man. Do not type that into Google. Black man on $2
He looks like a part of Parliament.
bill. He looks like
Song of the year.
looks like Draymond Green.
Song
Let
of
me
the
see.
summer.
You gonna talk into the mic? You holding it away?
Where?
man.
You gonna lick your nuts?
Nigga got
Where?
heat on
Point
camera
blank
and shit.
Hey.
All right,
You just mad that you couldn't.
I
I
could.
don't see no black man.
Do
Do
it.
it.
Do it.
You over here talking
That's the point.
shit.
Could wait.
Yo, for real, I need to see this.
Bro, you don't see the only person.
He's a light skin. He's one of mine.
Nah.
He's a light skinned.
Mm-mm.
Let me see.
Nope.
He's Chris Brown.
No, he's not.
Chris Brown is back there. Yeah, we got one. He's definitely not that dark. Let me see. I mean, look at all the darknesses of the green. Look how dark the
Look at
green is.
everyone else's face and look at his face.
He's black.
He's blacker than Ace of Spades.
Oh shit!
Yeah, bro.
They would have left his ass green if he was light skinned.
Damn it, he ain't like. Fuck.
Yeah, you mad.
All these other dudes, honestly, were partially. Well, they were fucking Caribbean people. But on a lighter note, $2.
Real shit though.
Sports? We on sports? Are we still talking?
I want to talk about
favorite
Game
record?
of Thrones.
Go ahead.
What did y'all think? What did you think? I know Mike didn't watch it.
I watched it.
You watched it?
I did.
I thought it was a trash ending.
Spoilers.
That shit was ass water.
I thought
Spoilers.
They put
Spoiler
a bow
warning.
on it. I thought they didn't need to put a bow on it.
You can
That was
you can
bullshit.
open back up at this time code. This is a non-spoiler time code. We're done talking about spoilers here.
That's some bullshit.
Yeah, that was a bad. That was a bad.
I met Draymond Green in Storyville like last month.
That was a bad. Bad ending to a show.
That
Like-
I've been watching for fucking 10 years at this point, I think.
I haven't watched.
Seems
I've,
like
I've
you're
only
right.
seen the first episode of Game of Thrones ever, and I also watched the last episode of Game of Thrones
I
ever.
think like
And
this
the
this
cinematography,
show.
goddamn.
This show is making me. That ending is making me think like.
They took the goddamn and
Am
they
I
added
even a
goddamn
fan
to the
of the
goddamn.
show anymore? If I know that it leads up to that ending, like, will I now go back and watch? Like, so many things didn't matter, and like questions were left unanswered. That like,
Just like in
is
real life.
fucking annoying. No.
That's mostly what it was. It was just annoying.
It was. It was like, all right, like,
This is a white man that wrote the show, right?
well, the books stopped at season 7, I believe. So they were making it up from the whole of season 8. You know what I mean? The writers of the show were doing all of season 8
Yeah,
themselves.
the dude with the captain hat.
So,
J.R.
that's a reason
Tolkien
why
looking
I
motherfucker.
think that's one reason why I think it was shitty writing.
Pardon my language.
But
I'm sorry, Mom. If
but
you're
they just
watching
put
the
a bow
podcast.
on everything. Fuck that. Like, yeah, granted they gave us some satisfaction with killing Danny, but
Now I
they still
apologize.
put a bow on. You know how no Starks died. Everyone walked away. They figured out who the king was in 5-minute conversation.
Arya lived though.
No one argued about anything. Like,
Yeah, I know that name. Arya lived.
yo, we watched so
Last
many.
of the
We watched
Starks.
families slaughtered. We watched like villages burned.
That intro was
We
dope though.
watched-
That dude walking by,
Hold
dead
on,
quiet
hold
with the
on.
fucking.
We watched a lot of shit
Hole
happen, and a
burned
lot
through
of
him.
people die for them to just say, "Oh, he's gonna be the king," and everyone just to say, "All right, cool,
I was like, I'm tired. I'm going home now.
yeah, like let's just get out of here."
It
Type
was
shit.
like when that nigga Forrest Gump stopped running, and everyone was like,
Literally.
that's what the end of that show was like.
Why you stop, Forrest?
I'm tired. I think I'm going home.
I'm going home,
I
y'all.
think I'll go home now.
Like, what the fuck did the dragon do with the body? One.
Unanswered question.
How?
Why didn't they just like?
How did they know
Cersei
Jon
and
Snow?
Jamie's dead bodies the episode before?
John had to admit it. John would have
But
had
they
to
didn't
admit
show
it.
that. So I was like,
But John would
It
have
was
had
like,
to
what?
admit it. He admitted it. Unfortunately, he seems too
confessed.
noble to not admit it. I'll give that to John. To admit that he was the one that killed Daenerys.
because during the little
'Cause the
camp
dragon
circle,
flew away, and then
he
was just
flew
left in the
away,
room
and there was
dolo.
only them in there.
It was only,
So
it
like,
was
how
just
would
him in the
anyone
room
know that he did it?
killed.
Everyone knows.
that he stabbed her? The weapon left.
The weapon's
her body.
gone.
I was
her
wondering,
body's
And the
gone,
dragon took
the
her.
when
dragon's
Yara
gone.
said you stabbed her in the heart, I'm like, how the fuck did anyone know that?
He had to
Maybe
admit
just the
Most of them-
timing.
He had to admit it.
They would have been like, he's up there, she's gone.
He had to admit it.
The only dope part
Yeah.
about that sequence was like, Drogon knew he couldn't burn Jon. That's why he aimed at the thing instead.
You think so?
It kind of is.
That would have been cool to see, though. It would have been cool to have been like,
It would have been cool to have it proven that he's
we are
fucking,
Black Hand. You got a problem with that?
that he's fucking Targaryen and got burned and shit.
I don't pay you to talk smack.
You guys want to
Black
know
Hand.
what I think they should have done with the season? that I honestly think would have been the way more compelling ending than this bullshit.
Gotta be respectful.
I think they should have lost the war, the Battle of Winterfell, and I think they should have had to been driven all the way back to fucking King's Landing, and they should have had to fight the dead on King's Landing. That would have been fucking tough in the city.
I like
That would have been dope. Like this was a cop out ending.
All right, but does the small guy Tyrion does he? I can not pronounce that.
You should
Fucking
have died too.
Tyrion. Say it again.
He should have died.
I can't
too.
pronounce that. Why isn't he king? Wouldn't that have just been super cool? Like, how would that have worked
no.
They're not gonna
dynamically?
pick the imp.
You don't like it?
Well, they picked.
You would have been like,
Broken.
what? But wouldn't that have been like, what the fuck?
Can't
like,
be him.
Everyone else dies. No way. You never thought like, what? Like, what would that look like?
I've thought about it, but like they're not gonna pick. He's done too many fucked up things, and he's
I love
switched
that
too many
answer. I
sides.
thought about it, nigga, but shit, that ain't happening.
He
you
switched
can't
too
get
many
everything in life.
sides to like be king at this point.
Thought about it. The writers thought about it, and they're like,
that's
Are you
guarding
happening,
guarding
Logan.
Tyrion?
someone?
That's guarding Logan. That's how Logan used to play. He just ran,
don't give him that
Effie.
smoke. Don't give him that free smoke.
but he doesn't know who we're talking about on the screen. So don't.
obviously doesn't smoke any weed.
Don't give him that free smoke.
It was this dude Jake, who used to play at the pickup games we used to have. Motherfucker was a greyhound. He would literally run the whole fucking time.
I'm still working on that.
I
jump
love
shot.
guarding him.
I'm still working on
'Cause
that.
I like
Wrist
to
snap.
shoot as well.
Yep.
So I like to see what he would do, and I'd try and steal his shit and make him run the next fucking possession. We'd both be fucking tired at the end of the shit, but
Can't stand people that run, bro. Shit makes me so mad.
Mad annoying.
Suicides.
I used to do mad shit to get open. I used to pull niggas' arms and run the other way.
Okay, back to Game of Thrones though.
Keep running.
Guys.
Yeah, true. Back to Game of Thrones.
It was a bitch ass ending, straight up. Like I want to sign a petition that says "Do it over again." Like
Do it over
it was
again.
bad.
Okay, we've been goading for so long. Fuck it. It doesn't matter. It's the last episode.
Oh my
That's what I
god.
feel like they said. They was just like, "Fuck it." Like, why'd y'all wait 2 years for that?
They're like, we made y'all money off y'all niggas.
Yeah, it felt like a slow burn from what you guys described of it. How like the Night King died in one episode. It's not like they just had this epic thing and then there was some fallout. Like
I'm never gonna watch
once
it since you just said that.
once this happened and that happened, you still have to see it. Fuck you. I hate,
Died.
dude. I don't deal with spoiler culture. That
know
shit's
that.
weak.
Nah, it's
Watch the show if you like the show. I can describe it in my language. I'm not like you're giving me more credit than credit's due. Fuck you, spoiler. Spoilers are off. Okay,
You ain't
let's
even
just keep
watched
going.
the show. God damn it, Mike.
It's done.
True.
I didn't even watch the show, but I know all the spoilers because they're really easy to look up on YouTube, and I love that shit. But I don't give a fuck. You still have to see it for yourself. Crazy graphics. Thank you, Blackhead. Are you laughing at me, Blackhead? It's so disrespectful, Blackhead. Eat your sandwich.
But yeah, I won't ever go back to
Fucking
that show.
your Chinese sandwich.
Yeah, it's not a show
Is
that,
that
I
a
would
Chinese
rewatch.
sandwich?
I'm
What
not
is
gonna
that?
rewatch that show. I
You got red
rewatch
rice?
The Wire. I rewatch Breaking Bad.
I
not
need
gonna
to
rewatch
watch
that.
for the first time The Sopranos.
Me too,
It's a
actually.
burrito
No, it's not.
sandwich.
What'd
I-
you say?
It's a wrap.
It is a wrap.
It's a hot dog a sandwich.
Is a wrap a sandwich?
No.
No,
A pickle.
But a hot dog and bun.
Do
is
some
a sandwich.
pickles taste better
Hot dog
cucumber?
and a bun is a sandwich.
it's meat
Does pickle taste better
between
cucumber?
bread. not meat rolled in
Is
bread.
mayonnaise a condiment?
That's,
It's true.
yeah.
Is a banana a berry?
No.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The fuck are you talking
Did you guys
about?
hear that recently?
Theoretically, are bananas berries because they grow on vines, right?
I don't
No,
like
they're not
bananas,
berries.
period.
They grow
Not
on
berries
trees.
because you don't need them because you have to take off the skin.
Oh, that's what qualifies it?
I think that has something to do with it. All the berries, you don't have to remove their skin. I think. Or their outer layer.
I like
Whatever we'll call it.
guinepas though. Guinepas. Guinops. For all my Jamaican. So you gotta say it different for people. Them shit. Is that a berry?
That's when I was a hood nigga. When I used to eat get-ups. Oh my god.
All right, wait. Let's talk about this NBA. Let's get into sports.
Making
real
y'all
quick,
think.
since
That's
we're
right.
Fucking watching it anyways.
Fact check out here. Making y'all
Who
think.
was gonna win the over on 150? Over on 220.
Nigga, you're bugging. It's over for them. They getting swept tonight.
Okay, do you think they set up a sequel? Do you think that they set up like
They're
so? Where
already
did the
doing
dragon go?
spin-offs.
Where's Arya going? Right?
There's
Is that
already
the other
4 in the works.
spin-offs?
Who?
Would you tune into
Game of
a?
Thrones.
Which ones? Who?
It just says there's 4 spin-offs,
All
nigga.
right, Arya's getting a spinoff.
It
Let's
doesn't say
predict
that
it.
for sure. The only
But my
one
guess
that's
is
the only one that's for sure is gonna be talking about like before.
yeah, the pre.
Portland Trailblazers have a like Mike on the team.
Who?
Who is this nigga?
He just got off the
I
couch.
like Kyler Murray sitting next to them two niggas.
He's touching the TV.
Can't see.
I didn't even see it. Yeah.
Too far away.
And I couldn't see him.
Yeah.
That nigga looked sick.
Kyler Murray.
Yeah.
Shout outs to him, nigga. He played the system. Making a grip. Salute.
Arya better get one. As I was saying, we're gonna get a prelude, so there's gonna be 2 more. What spinoffs y'all trying to see?
More dragons. That's what I want.
That's the prelude. We're gonna get all the dragon shit in the
Or
prelude.
prequel with the Dragon Queen. Like, what did she do before the show even started? Imagine, like, way
She was
back.
a kid. She was just a kid.
Did they show that?
No.
They should show like Rhaegar. That's what we're gonna get.
Game of Thrones review.
We're gonna get Rhaegar Targaryen.
Someone
We're
who's
gonna
never
get-
seen an episode.
We're gonna see him kill the Starks.
2 episodes
The
now.
2 Starks on King's Landing. That's gonna like go to his. It's gonna make them
But
want
that
to
was
kill
a
him.
Mad King that did that.
Rhaegar, right? Oh no! I'm sorry. Rhaegar was the brother.
Mm-hmm.
Who is it? Who is the Mad King? What's his name? I forget his.
Was it
real name.
Mountain?
Whatever. He's the Mad King.
Was it the Mountain?
We're gonna see him kill
Fuck
the
the
2
mountain
Starks.
too, man.
Yeah, for hey.
And the Hound?
Nah, the Hound's cool
Yeah,
as
the
fuck.
Hound's
So
G.
those 2 guys are
They're dead now.
okay.
They did.
Maybe that'll be one of the spinoffs. That'll be a weak spinoff.
Yeah, just seeing how he
Black
gets
Hand
his face burnt.
shaking his head.
Nah, their training would be like dope.
He's been
Yeah,
spoiled.
that training would be dope.
leading up to like
Or
They
an
spoil this for
Unsullied, the Unsullied.
You still don't
training,
feel like
that
you
one
have
would
to
be
see
tough.
it though, or are you just like, oh fuck?
I'm
Sort of like
Unsullied training.
300
I don't see
type
how,
shit.
I don't see
I'll
how.
watch it like next year or 2 years from now. I haven't seen Power or Empire yet either.
But because they said
I don't want to watch Empire.
they said it.
Power's a dope show. I'm excited for season 6.
Talk about
Even
shows
after
I
Autumn
don't
died?
watch 'em 'cause I was in when I was a new kid in Portland, Ohio. This girl ruined Prison Break for me, and I got sent home from school for the day.
Prison Break was only good for like the first 2 seasons. Straight up. You talking to a real fan too, nigga. I watched
dude,
that,
that
shit
happened to
on
me with Star
Fox
Wars when I was
with
7.
commercials, so I don't want to hear that
Hold up,
Netflix
hold up.
Generation Z.
Hold up.
Had to watch the shit with no.
Watch the commercials.
Hold
Nah,
up.
nigga.
Hold up.
Nah,
Hold up.
nigga.
Hold
I
up.
had no choice
Hold up.
but to watch it.
When they was
JR.
chasing the nigga with
JR. JR.
Who the fuck is JR?
JR. That's a deep cut reference right there if you know what I'm talking about. JR. Hold on. JR.
Is it a Prison Break reference?
No, it's a Dipset reference. J.R. Ryder was
Nigga.
doing one of the best freestyles maybe ever in the entire universe.
Mexico ones are lit. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. Season 2 when
The first season was.
he breaks out of Sona, Panama.
The first season was OD.
Can that be your?
Every single episode of Prison Break was OD. I don't even know
First
how it-
season was dope. Second season was dope. Was third season when he was in Sona?
I don't know.
Or was that 2?
I
don't
just
know.
know every episode was. I was on the end of my seat, bro. Like, I
Duh.
felt like I was breaking out with you.
That shit started getting corny. Like
JR.
after the nigga got locked up the 3rd time, you're like, yo, come on, like.
Bro,
I don't know, man. Spoilers don't work like that
It's
for
like,
me.
nigga, I could duck the cops
And
better
then-
than you. Like,
And then the
fuck is happening?
FBI nigga goes on the run with them. The FBI nigga goes on the run with him.
Goddamn,
When you first saw
that type of
Star Wars,
Nah, nigga.
Empire Strikes Back, did you know that Darth? Have you seen Star Wars? Wait a
I
second.
actually haven't seen all the Star Wars.
Are you kidding me? Fuck
I haven't
you.
even
Mike
I
got
haven't
mad.
seen the
You
last
haven't
two.
seen
ones.
Star Wars, bruh?
I haven't seen
Okay, I won't spoil it for you.
I watched
Okay.
Shawshank Redemption like what?
We
Okay,
ain't letting
Training
you
Day.
spoil Star Wars, nigga, because we was talking about
Obviously,
goddamn.
I've seen Training Day.
He made me forget
God
what we was
damn.
talking about.
Darth Vader's blacker than Denzel. You still haven't seen Star Wars?
Endgame. Talking about.
We was just talking about.
Nobody realized
Game of
that
Thrones?
goddamn-
Okay, when someone, so you were young,
No.
right? Like Training Day came
This-
out.
this nigga talking
No
about
one
Star
told you
Wars
about the
now.
ending of Training Day.
How the fuck we get on a training day?
when the-
Mike
My
just
my
keep
point being,
naming
just
random
spoilers don't really
movies.
work for me. Like you could tell me what happens, I'll still be like, I need to see that shit.
All right. All right. Let's quickly get into sports real quick and then get out of here because this is 2 hours. We getting on it. Basically,
That's right.
Trailblazers is about to get swept.
No, it's not.
Yes, they are.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
over.
It's happening tonight.
It
It's
looks
ugly,
over.
man.
Thanks to that.
How long y'all think the other series is gonna go to?
I don't know. Toronto just made it interesting.
I know.
So it's 2-1 now and triple overtime, was it?
Get swept.
Not again. So I'm sorry, it's over.
I
Triple
say
overtime.
They come back and win tonight.
I only know that I went up to double. I didn't know I went
Oh,
up to
double?
triple.
You might be right. Double overtime.
They're gonna come back and win tonight. Dame time.
Not happening.
Nigga got
Sorry.
separated ribs.
Dame?
Damn.
Why, niggas
Happened like last game or 2 games ago.
Niggas jumped my nigga.
Yeah, pretty much. So that's a wrap. Anything else y'all got for
It
sports?
was Russ.
Probably was.
Who's gonna win a championship?
Obviously.
I think the Bucks. Honestly. The Bucks.
Yeah, they look good. Yeah.
I don't see
They
Toronto.
look good. They look, guys. They look good for the East. Y'all are bugging. They don't have enough to stop Steph, Clay, Draymond, and don't even mention if they get KD back.
Comes back. It's not even a question.
They don't have
It's
enough
3
to
years.
stop. They don't have enough to stop their offense. I'm not saying they don't look good. They don't have enough to stop that
Are you
offense.
guys as big of Kevin Durant fans after this trade that he did these years ago?
I'm still a huge KD fan.
Yeah, me
Oh
too.
my
He's
God.
still the
How do
best
you
player in the
guys
world.
say that?
He's still the best player in the world. I'm
I
sorry.
mean, he's still one of the best players in the world.
Who's
but
better than KD?
I would rather have.
Didn't say that. Who's better than KD?
Who's better than KD?
Yes. Not who you would rather have. Those are 2 different questions.
Because I would rather have Giannis than KD.
But who's a better player?
Honestly,
It's not
I
Giannis.
think KD is not as good. I mean, I think Giannis is better than KD.
How?
KD could never do
What does Giannis
what
do?
Giannis is doing.
What does Giannis do?
Stayed in Milwaukee and was a real nigga. and
Stop.
said, I wanna
Stop.
win.
Stop.
KD's like a little bitch. And
But
lost
that's
in
you're
the-
not talking about the game of basketball now.
KD lost.
You're taking it everything. You're taking everything away from basketball.
Kevin Durant. This is black man speaking. Kevin Durant. Kevin Durant lost the Western Conference Finals. And the season after, you join the team you lost to, after they win a championship already, they don't
Bro.
need you, Kevin.
Let me hit you to something.
You're gonna take the integrity
me
out
hip
of
you
the
to
game
something.
like that. There's millions of kids
After
watching,
LeBron
Kevin.
James lost the Eastern Conference,
James-
after LeBron James lost the
went
Eastern
to another
Conference
team
Finals,
to beat a three-headed snake.
Listen.
he went and joined Dwayne Wade and Chris Bosh in Miami.
To beat a team that he lost to, not to join the team he lost to. Why are we comparing these scenarios?
Should KD have gone to the East Coast, Eastern Conference? Is what you saying?
KD should have came right to Boston where he belonged.
Nah.
KD should have came right to
He
Boston.
made the right choice. He's trying to win.
Tom Brady and David Ortiz comes to me in the Seaport Hotel and says, "Hey," with Reggie Lewis's mom and says, "Hey, buddy, you come here, replace Paul. You can wear 35, and you go and you give that away, so that you can go
Win
win
3
with
rings.
the team. When those 3 rings are meaningless, bro.
That's not true.
They are,
That's
bro.
not true.
They are.
He made that. Wait. But you're saying this in a vacuum.
I
Like
don't
every
know
other
how
team
people
around
say
him
that
didn't
shit
get
like-
You want to
better.
know what Kevin Durant
Every
did?
team around him got
Do you
better
wanna know
too.
what Kevin Durant did?
I'm just saying,
Do you
like
wanna know
the
what Kevin
Rockets
Durant
got
did?
better.
You want to know what he did? There's 4 teams that got better.
Okay, but you're not saying you still haven't proven that he's not the best player in the league.
Kevin Durant
He is the best player.
He's
in the
not better
league.
than Giannis.
He is the best player in the league.
I don't think he's better than Giannis.
You're
What does
only
he do? What does he do on the defensive side of the field, the court?
He plays D. He plays D.
Alright, place your bet.
Because
Who
you
gets
can
MVP?
because he can because he can
Giannis
play because he can
KD?
play almost any position.
Giannis-
And defensively. That's what I
Giannis
mean.
plays every position, offensively and defensively.
No, he doesn't. He can't shoot.
But
He
can
can't
play
shoot more
point
than
to center.
that's fine, but he can't shoot.
KD is a shooter.
Does okay? That's why
He
he's
ain't
the
just
best
a
player
shooter.
in the league.
He's
That's
the
point I'm
best
making.
scorer.
He's the best scorer in the
He's
league.
the best scorer. He's not the best basketball.
The best
player.
player in the league right now.
He's the best scorer in the history of the league
Scorer in
History.
the history. Best player right now.
of all
In
time.
the league.
KD.
You think KD's the best scorer? in NBA
Because you
history?
can't stop
Yes.
his shot. It's a 7. He has
Name
a
one
7
person who can
I
stop.
mean,
He is
I
7
just-
feet tall
I-
and
I was
he's
I was
7
the
feet
biggest
tall
KD
and
fan.
hitting.
I used to play my older brother. And
So because you stop being a fan means you don't think that he's still the best
no,
player?
no, I just think that if you want to be ever considered the best in anything, you never join teams that beat you. That's just how this goes.
But how the NBA goes is they get rings
Rings.
while they're in their prime.
They give rings.
And then you try and do it when you're on your own later on. Just
That's
screw
true.
the shit.
You guys, come on. If we had a fucking like a pickup tournament to go to tonight, and then I joined the team that beat us in this tournament last year, and it was for like $2,000, you motherfuckers would be thoroughly upset with me. Let alone millions and billions of dollars on the line, and we lose to these fuckers, and then I go join the
But here's the
to a
thing.
team where they all, bro, they didn't.
But
go,
here's the
bro,
thing.
they didn't go. And
The
then
losing
lose.
team is still getting paid.
They didn't go
True.
and lose.
The
They did
losing
not
team
go
is
and
still
lose.
getting paid.
They went and won.
Do you still ball? Do you still ball? I know.
If the Warriors, if the Warriors lost that year, the Warriors lost that year.
They
He went
did?
to them.
I don't think so.
They lost 2016. They
lost
lost
to
from
the
being up
Cavs.
3
Did
and
they
1.
lose?
That was the year they lost 3-1.
No, it was.
They were up 3-1,
No,
2016.
you guys are trying to make it better. You guys are
3 years ago.
They lost to
2016.
LeBron James,
Honestly,
and that's when KD went to him.
Honestly, LeBron's better than KD still. In my
He's
opinion.
not.
No, I didn't say that.
He's not.
I did not say
LeBron,
that.
LeBron is better than
I'm not
KD
saying what
still.
you saying.
What did I say?
You saying he went over there after they lost to LeBron? No.
What do you mean?
LeBron.
The Warriors lost that year. That's what made it a little better. It's not that they went to the team that won
You're
the
right.
championship.
You're right. You're right.
They
Y'all
lost to the
understand- Y'all
Cavs.
understand that this team could lose like
That's
two
the
more
reason
players
why.
and still
Because
win the
KD's only got
championship.
2 rings with them. They're going
Thank
Y'all
for
you.
a three-peat.
understand that Golden State could lose 3 out of their 5 starters and still be a championship contender?
Who?
Why are we allowing this shit to like make it seem like if they
Clay?
lost
It
Steph
ain't us
And-
allowing it. It's the
and
collective
Steph-
bargaining agreement.
and the tall
And we saw Chris Bosh, D Wade, and LeBron James on the court at the same time. That was 3 All Stars.
who would why is football such a this can't happen in football.
Because the
Because their
owners have
collective
because the
bargaining
owners have all
agreement
the
isn't the
powers.
same.
The teams have all the powers.
They've
the
got a
collective bargaining agreement.
53-man roster instead of a 14-man roster.
It makes every player more important. And it's 5 players on the
their
court at
cap
a time.
space isn't the same. There's so much other shit that goes into
If
football.
Tom Brady would have said, you know what?
Make a big three.
I think I want to go be on the New York Giants. After we lost to them in the Super Bowl, y'all would be defending him right now?
Dude.
Because theoretically, that's what y'all doing.
You think I wouldn't call him the GOAT if he went there and won 5 more fucking Super Bowls?
If he had Michael Vick and another great
Other
quarterback player with him,
quarterbacks. Only one quarterback's on the field at a time.
So there's nothing wrong with what KD did. It's perfectly
I didn't say
honorable.
that. I didn't
And
say that.
He can
Didn't
look
say
at those
that.
rings and say, I'm close to Jordan because I did this.
I didn't say
He
that.
can look at him, yeah. Damn right he can look at him. He can wear them too, motherfucker. They his.
They're his.
Them shits got his name on them in diamonds.
He was on those teams. I'm not saying.
And-
He
and
was on those teams, but they would have
He was
won
there.
without him.
That's
but
not true.
listen to this. He was the MVP both times.
They
That's
won
true.
without him.
He was
They
the
have.
MVP.
Bro, I could go
But
be
this
the
ain't
MVP
that
on-
same
I
team.
could go be an MVP on the Golden State Warriors.
Now you forcing it.
Yeah, no, you
Everyone's on the team is an MVP caliber player.
His argument completely fell
Everyone,
apart.
everyone.
For those of you who can't hear him on the
So
microphone.
why isn't it more special that KD's standing out amongst all that?
That's
Pick
true.
your song,
Because they lost.
Bruh.
You're exactly right. What? Come on.
We'll see. Place your bets. Leave a comment below. What team are you on? Giannis, KD.
Where's the heart?
Give us a shout out. Talk about it.
I just want to know where's the heart.
Nigga,
give us a
you-
good reasoning,
You sound
too.
real emotional over
This
this.
7'3" fucker was in his multi-million-dollar house with another Twitter account, shoulders off, tall and shit, defending himself.
All right, so this song we're about to get into, I don't know. I don't think I played this here before. The name of this song, the artist is HD Bendo,
he's about
and
to
the
sign
name
it.
of the song is Rev Run.
don't have to actually
Thank y'all
do
for
it.
tuning
I'll
in.
just say it.
Popcorn Players Season 2, Episode 15.
Can't
We'll
see
holler
us
at y'all next week.
on iTunes.
Tune in on everything. We appreciate y'all. I was going to shout out some people, but I'll do that next week at the start of the episode. Y'all know who y'all are. Keep
Smash
listening.
that like and subscribe. button.
Like,
Punch
subscribe,
me.
share. Get it out there. We appreciate all y'all. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Playa.
Why y'all niggas so mad?
Came through drippin' Aquafina, I'm sippin' 15, kept a weapon on me. Flow make digits, I'm on my business, stack chicken like what it's gon' be. Crew in the cut, hey, you want us, red run when I tell a bit peace. Love is love. Love is love. Adios. Bendo with the switch again. Boy deliver like he heffin'. Core with digits, give them estimates. Somersaults for my Benjamins. I got what you need, baby. Skirt the Chevy, make a scene, baby. LABB been